Meeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its snow.
Yeah.
If he hollers, eat his
Toe?
cheese.
Rhyme.
Are we live?
Yes.
Oh, crap.
Tiger cheese.
I couldn't think of anything that rhymed that wasn't already toe. I guess
Tiger
nose.
cheese.
Eat his nose. But then that sounds weird.
Can you make cheese out of any milk?
I
Even
have nipples,
tiger's
Greg.
milk.
Can you milk me?
No, but
Probably.
can you make cheese out of any milk?
Probably.
I've never
Tiger
looked
cheese.
into the science behind cheese.
Yeah. Jay Funky, what? Catlin, you can't ask those questions without doing the existential question intro.
It's not an existential question.
No, it already is.
It was
Okay.
an honest one.
Play the intro.
Oh my god.
That's a good question.
The prophecy is true.
All right, now ask it again, Callan.
Can you make milk out of any cheese?
And if you try to make cheese out of any milk, are you milking cheese?
I don't like this.
Hey,
Like, where do you draw the line on what you make cheese from and what you don't?
I think you can make cheese from any type of milk. The issue comes in volume. So would we have milking farms of tigers? Probably not. We've accepted it with cows, and that's why we get it. Goats, too, we don't really care about those. Why don't we have rat cheese? They love cheese, so why don't we make cheese from them and feed it back to them? Is it because they don't produce enough milk?
The internet has too much information.
Hmm?
I'm just wondering now, like, I've gotten used to having like goat cheese as a random alternative that you get some places.
Mm-hmm.
But what other animals could like they sustainably make cheese from?
Humans. Flat Earth represent. Yeah, connecting flat earthers around the globe.
Hey,
Woo!
hey, raccoon milk.
React to Reddit memes on the UFD subreddit on Wednesdays. What's wrong with you? Do you not participate in the streams? Tech meme reviews on Wednesdays. Today's Pizza Friday and Fan Mail Friday, which we have a nice little intro for today.
We do memes on Wednesdays, my dudes.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Goat cheese is about as weird as I get, says Jay Funky.
I am with you on
Man,
that.
tiger cheese.
Would you try tiger cheese?
Heck yes.
It would probably be heckin' expensive.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like it would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A block costs like thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of
You
dollars.
just get a tiny little chunk of cheese.
This is
like
actually
that.
Siberian tiger cheese,
Oh damn.
made from one of the rarest tigers on Earth.
Baller.
How would you milk a tiger? Carefully.
That's probably why we don't really get tiger cheese.
I want to try giraffe cheese.
Yak milk. Are yaks technically buffalo? Are they in the same family?
Kinda.
I'm
I
Googling
guess.
this. What is a yak? A domestic yak. It's a wild ox with hair. Okay, so it's in the ox family. Okay, cool.
Yak be a buffalo.
Who the F wants to milk a tiger? Adventurous people who need new forms of adrenaline pumps.
As a species, we're running out.
Yes, we've already done the entire gamut of just adrenaline injection.
I mean, Joe Exotic would definitely milk a tiger.
How do we know he didn't?
Exactly.
How do we know that it wasn't meth, but tiger cheese that does that to a man?
Same effect.
Yep. Some milks cannot be made into cheese because of chemical composition not being able to age. Oh.
Don't
4055 coming in here with the science.
Don't come in here with your science. We
Stop
need
trying to
tiger
check
cheese.
our feelings with your facts. How dare you?
Also, water buffalo milk is what mozzarella and pizza cheese is
Ooh,
made from.
yeah. I'll eat that.
What?
I'm happy with that. Milk is what? Analog or digital cheese?
Analog cheese is actually a thing.
Hmm.
You got to get analog for that old
I
school
saw.
vibe.
So, just side note, I saw somebody tweet out PlayStation 5 analog edition instead of digital edition.
Oh
It
no.
was funny. I'm gonna see if I can try to find it while we continue this conversation.
Pour me a glass of milk.
Milk?
Milk.
Milk.
That's what I said.
Malk.
Mal.
Milk.
Malarkey.
Buffalo mozzarella is thumbs up.
Do you
I-
have the time?
I guess I don't know what I'm eating when it comes to cheese.
I don't know anything about cheese, to be
Solidified.
quite honest.
Same.
Solidified cow mucus.
Delicious.
Or rather, mammal mucus, since we don't know.
There's a cheese with live maggots in it that people eat.
Extra
I'll pass on that
protein.
one.
Catelyn, how dare you?
Extra protein.
You're not wrong,
Still
but
passing.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
what's on TV today? Spaghetti rhymes.
Spaghetti. I came across a random video.
More random than this?
No,
Okay.
but somebody took their carton of strawberries, like store-bought strawberries, and put them in water, and you just see all these worms crawling out of the strawberries,
Ooh.
and they looked fresh and ripe, but they were filled with worms and bugs.
Delicious.
Freaking nasty.
Gross.
Then they put it in like vinegar, which made them crawl out and die. And then the vinegar is just filled with flies and sick stuff.
Pass.
Basically,
Sick, yo.
contrast to fresh produce.
What's up, name goes here?
Is GTA 5 the next Doom Skyrim? It's the first game to be present on 3 straight consoles, so
Yeah,
yes.
that's 3 console generations.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
I don't want
3 in a row. Name another game that spanned 3 consoles.
Because Skyrim hasn't.
Right. Because it's not on PS5 yet. It
Yes.
will if it hits PS5, but GTA 5 will be the first.
So is now the new Skyrim GTA? Like, does it just...
Seems like it. Who
Putting-
decided to give Cat a mic? You guys did.
We the people. My comrades.
Just Dance has spanned more than 3...
Generations, not number of consoles. Generations.
Yeah, but isn't Just Dance like different versions of it? Whereas GTA
Yes,
is
it's
like...
the same game.
It's the same game.
Same base game with online added in. Yeah.
Final Fantasy doesn't count because it's also different games within the series. This is
I
a
mean,
single game.
So Final Fantasy 7 has been on 1 and 4 technically, and then PC, but that's not a generation.
No.
Hmm?
Which ones have hit multiple generations? Final Fantasy 7
Because I don't think...
was on 1, but not 2.
I don't think you can also... I don't think
But-
you can count remakes as...
No, not at all. It's not
Yeah.
the same game.
Oh, you don't mean.
No, I mean the
spin-offs
original game.
either. Okay.
Because it was re-released on PSN, I guess, technically is the generation
Yeah,
it's
on PS3, you could get it on PS3.
and that's how you get it on PS4, because it's on
Yes.
PSN.
You
So
could get
that's
it
2
on-
generations.
You could get it on PS Vita and
Being playable on a new generation doesn't make it earlier. Are you talking about Just Dance, J Funky? Because if you're talking about Just Dance, those are different games. That's a new iteration every year. Because then we could go back to Madden, which they've released one every single year. We're talking about the same game.
they didn't release onto PS2 because you could still play the PS1 game. on
Right,
the
so they didn't
PS2.
need to.
Yeah.
When did Resident Evil 4 come out?
No idea.
Because that actually might have
It's
been on
not the
multiple.
same game, J Funky. Knock it off. Does it have different songs? Then it's a new game.
If it's not the exact same version you're getting on the same
Exactly.
different console generations, it doesn't count.
Yes. Can you claim it's still the same game? It's the same base game. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the story is the exact same, yes, it's the same game. With added components, DLC doesn't change the base game.
New music, new players?
For Madden, he's
Oh.
talking about. That's why I'm saying it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah. NBA 2K, none of those count as being on multiple generations because it's not the same base game. So Y'all have not provided a good example that defeats GTA 5 as being the first game to be featured on 3 separate console generations. Yes. Well, we're gonna switch things up on you guys today because I made an oopsie.
He did.
I made an oopsie doopsie boopsie scoopsie, and I ordered the pizza too early. So now our pizza is already here before stream started. So it's Pizza Friday. Hey!
Time for pizza. Hey!
Pizza.
It's pizza time. I need to put sound to this thing.
It's pizza time. I've
I
got
love that.
my pizza pouch. We're ready. Reese, would you mind getting me slices of the chicken bacon ranch, please?
Alrighty.
Man, I got excited when I saw the Rockstar logo. We all did. But it's pretty clear that Rockstar is not moving on to GTA 6 at all for quite a few years. This is a nice pouch. Thank you. I made it myself. I'm actually a renowned seamstress.
Don't
Seamster?
sib.
My
Don't-
seamster. Seamster? Instead of seamstress.
Maybe. I don't know the term.
Fanny pack is out. This is getting serious.
That was the chicken bacon ranch.
The one that doesn't have the steak on it.
They both do. That's the problem.
No, they don't. What? I already looked at this.
No. I see the chicken now.
That's bacon. Oh, there's just one strip.
That's why I was like confused.
Arguing over pizza.
There's one piece of steak on half of the pie, and he's like, they both all have steak!
I saw that one, then I looked at the other one. I was like, oh.
So yes, we're doing Pizza Friday. If you guys have pizza, eat it now. Or if you're not eating pizza right now, order yourself some new pizza.
How many slices do you want?
2, I guess. It's fine.
Get you some
Smaller.
pizza.
Yeah, 2's fine.
I also don't know what happened to the...
I have it in my pizza pouch.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Yeah! I came prepared.
I was looking for it.
Captain, zoom me. Pizza pouch. Gives you onion salt for all your pizza needs.
Swing!
That's an ad spot right there.
What's up, Son of Moods? I ordered the pizza way too early, so we're starting Pizza Friday early.
That's how this works.
Yes.
I just walked here, and then there was like a cloud from the onion salt. Thank
There you
you.
go, sir. My mom's visiting and cooking stew, so no pizza for me. You can't order
Pizza
pizza as
stew.
well and save it for later.
Snarble.
Sinful Legacy has it right. He saved pizza from last night. He's going to eat it with us. Thank you.
That's a pro move.
I hope Reese is getting as much use out of the book as you are out of that pouch.
I actually read some more last night. It's written in such a way that, like, you can tell it's satire.
Yeah, but it takes itself seriously enough.
Exactly. I love it.
Shoop.
Resident Evil 4's GameCube, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Wasn't GameCube simultaneous with Xbox 360?
I'm trying to remember. Was it simultaneous with the Xbox 360 or the Xbox?
That's a good question. When did the Wii come out? Sinful Legacy says they changed it on Xbox One. It was way different. Rocket League cannot have been on 3 generations because it came out on the PS4. It came out on 1 generation.
GameCube was simultaneous with Xbox.
Okay. Well, it was the different game. So, nope. Resident Evil 4 doesn't count.
Rocket League has been on 2 generations. Did they have Rocket League?
How has Rocket League been on 2 generations when it came out during the PS4 era?
Yeah.
We're not on a new console generation.
Did they release it on PS3? But then the era is already gone.
Yeah, back releasing doesn't count. Persona 5 is a PS4 game, regardless of the fact that they also released it on PS3.
Switch is technically a new generation.
Mm-mm. Switch is simultaneous with PS4. The Switch is not the next generation. It's the current generation.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go? Where do you get off, J Funky? Arguing that the Switch is a generation newer than the PS4.
No. PS4, Xbox One, and Switch are all the same generation.
Yeah. I mean, technically the Wii U is in there too. It's a new Nintendo generation, but not a new console generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Maxwell, for crying out loud. Ah, yes. The GTX 7 series. 9 series. Haha, how next gen?
Isn't GTA 5 a PS4, Xbox One gen that was back released to PS3?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure it came out on PS3 and then...
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm looking this up. I'm pretty sure it launched on the PS3.
Zelda Twilight Princess was on GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. But wasn't the Wii U one released simultaneously with the GameCube one?
Sorry.
Therefore, it's a backport.
PS3 launched, or GTA 5 launched on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and then re-released a year later on the PS4.
Yeah, because I think if it's if it releases on two at the same time, you count the newer generation as the first and the other one as a backport.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Bugsnax. That releases on PS4 and 5. Did you know that? I found that out.
But then you would count that as a new generation game.
No, backwards compatible games don't count because they didn't release on multiple generations.
It has to get a separate release date on every single generation.
That's the qualifier. This is so much onion. Holy crap. Ah. This is so much onion. So
They
much
went
onion.
ham with onion.
It's like an entire onion.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry for my fan mail today, Reese. Yours specifically.
I'm scared.
I need to know, Sonamoose, is it stream friendly? Because if it's not stream friendly, Reese will just have to cry. That is correct. Cyberpunk 2077 is a PS4 game, not a PS5 one, but it will launch separately on the PS5.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sonamoose.
Appreciate
Because your
it.
book was pushing it. I think that was as far as we could get with penises on the stream, was Reese's book.
Nintendo would have to make an RTX console in order to compete, and that's weird.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm wondering, like, can you imagine if AMD...
So many onions.
If AMD just, like, takes the Nintendo contract for the next gen?
Am I getting enough fiber from that pizza? Probably not. Sonamoose, probably not.
Mario with ray tracing. I would play that. Just seeing that Mario 64 port that they did and added ray tracing to.
How is Switch the end of handheld for Nintendo? It is a handheld. They're clearly investing more into handheld, if anything.
Because they made the Switch Lite.
But the Switch is handheld.
Yes.
Yeah,
They doubled down on that
Yeah.
handheld side of it, is what I'm saying.
yeah. How would it... No. I think it might be the end of regular consoles for Nintendo, not handheld.
Yeah, Switch is a hybrid. I like the idea of the, hybrid kind of console vibe, just being able to take it with you anywhere.
I just love that you could play it on a TV and just pick it up and continue playing. That was a really cool idea. So
this is not Sanamu's pizza bag. How dare you besmirch the mythical Yeticorn like that? Wow. Sanamu sent the big dick book, which did not go to me, for the record.
you don't secrete that energy. Yeah.
I'd appreciate it if you don't talk about me in that context ever again. What are your secretions, though?
I nearly choked because as I took a bite, the use of the word secrete in that situation was awful.
Big dick energy, man.
Yeah, you're secreting, right? Okay.
What else could I use but secrete?
Hello.
Ooze,
None of those are good.
radiate. There we go.
Sonomu says there was no big lungs book.
That's fair. I have claim to many giant things. Lungs, skin, ankles, tonsils, tonsil pockets now. So
It is indeed less greasy than last week's.
I do possess Reese, yes. So yeah, I am in possession of Reese and his massive things. Yeah, we ordered from a different place. I ordered from the go-to, so turned out well. Hello, chemistry bro. Can you tell us, we had this discussion for the existential question, which milk cannot be turned into cheese? If we were to milk a tiger, would we be able to make cheese? It's a chemistry question, okay? Yeah, we did end up finishing the last pizza. This is not a fanny pack. This is a pizza pouch.
No,
Get your
difference.
facts correct.
Yeah, that other pizza took a while to finish.
Like, I want more of this. With the last one, I was just like, one, I'm done. When I got my tonsils removed, I had swollen tonsils the size of unshelled walnuts. I may be in a couple medical terms. What? How big's an unshelled walnut? Why were your tonsils so tiny? Bitch ass tonsils.
Can you make cheese out of coconut milk?
Considering coconuts are mammals, yes.
That's what I was wondering, because coconuts are mammals.
Is it bigger than my fist?
What?
Is an unshelled walnut bigger than my fist?
No.
Okay, because that's how big my doctor said each of my tonsils were.
As big as his fists?
No, as big as my fists.
When you were small?
No, I got these removed like 3 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had like fist-sized things in my throat. I'm not in a medical journal because it was South Africa and it was a back alley removal. Can you put a spag bag in the pizza pouch? You can. I'm pretty sure space-time continuum wibbly-wobbly stuff would happen. But we can maybe experiment with that.
Agreed.
What the F? That's how big. So obviously not the entire size of my fist because like my fist
You
is
must
the
have
size.
exaggerated.
But no, it was deep. Like I have huge tonsils. It's not nice. Yeah, when my tonsils got inflamed, I had a very small sliver that I could like swallow my spit down, and that's it.
That doesn't sound like a fun time.
Put your index finger and thumb in circles together? What? How bad was your sleep apnea? I don't have sleep apnea. Never had sleep apnea. I only have a problem breathing when I'm awake. Oh, and I'm sleeping. All should be able to, as it's down to the proteins in the milk. And for mammals, at least, the proteins involved are dependent, all quite similar. So I reckon it's possible. Coconut milk is possible, but I think it tastes bad. Soy milk cheese is just tofu, I think. Gross. Those tonsils. Jay Funky, man. Listen, here's the thing about having giant apparati in your body. If you have a giant body, everything's made okay.
That's why your lungs got so big. Because
I have a giant cavity to put it in. Do you see how broad my shoulders are? I have a massive torso.
They had to work extra hard to get the air past your giant tonsils.
Just gotta.
Is it
all
that
there.
Is it that your lungs are long, or is it that there's so much space there that gravity was able to pull them down?
So I have saggy lungs.
You have. Do your lungs hang low?
Can you swing them to and
I just
fro?
need to rip open my rib cage and just like flop them over my shoulder.
Blood eagle style.
I don't know what that is,
Ah,
but I don't want to.
probably don't want to Google that, no.
Who's winning right now? Xbox Series X or PS5? I can't give it to anybody besides Sony right now.
Xbox.
Even if people might prefer the Xbox Series X, Sony's presentation was immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft had nothing on Sony's presentation.
Wi-Fi router, go for...
I will milk your almonds.
That sounds like a threat.
What other nuts you got? I'll milk those too. Milked cashews, please. Sony actually had ray trace games to show. Yeah, I mean, I was impressed with all of the games that they showcased, obviously besides GTA 5 and a little bit, not NBA 2K21, but they showed off next-gen looking games. Even the indie games had ray traced lighting and shadows, which is phenomenal.
Even the baby games.
Baby games. Like
The-
Bugsnax?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bug Snacks and
The sweat in NBA demo did look great. You're right. The Destruction Derby Battle Royale looks fun. Yeah, for like a week, for sure.
Yeah, you get over it real quick.
Yeah. The only games I saw which had ray tracing was GT7 and Ratchet and Clank. I didn't spot any others. They all had it. They all had it. NBA had it. The indie games all had it in their shadows, primarily. If you notice the lighting, it was all there.
Even freaking Little Big Planet, the new ones.
Yeah. Not all of them had reflective surfaces for us to see, but like ray trace shadows, ray trace global illumination was all there. All right, pizza time's over. I'm going to remove my pizza pouch. It's time for hot news. We're ready to do hot news?
Hot news. I think it's a
Ah!
some of them where you couldn't see as well. If you took the ray tracing off and you took the two images side by side, you'd notice the big difference.
Yeah.
The whole point of not noticing it is actually kind of good.
It looks
I
like the
agree with
games
you.
that
As soon as you remove it, then you notice that this used to look better.
Like,
Whoops.
as long as they don't take it overboard, like, I think it was the first Bioshock, they went so ham with, like, the effects just because they could.
It did look like Ratchet and Clank was like, hey, we have teraflops, let's use it all on particle effects.
I love
Yeah.
it though.
Like, as long as they don't overdo things like that, then it's fine.
Yeah. 500 or 400 biddies from Flamer Gamer. Thank you, friend.
I don't know. Ratchet and Clank has always been like that. It's all about like the really
explosives.
like cheesy
Hello.
humor and big guns and particles. So great. Like I don't know if you played the Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, the movie version.
No.
It was so nostalgic because they remade a lot of the levels from the first game.
Yeah.
Wow. So much fun.
Thank you.
It was really, really cool. I was overall happy with the show.
Well, let's stop talking about it and let's talk about it within context of news, because I got a few things. Let me just walk through the news. We're going to recap the PlayStation 5 event at the very beginning of Hot News right now. So let's do that just to recap, and we can get into the actual full discussion towards the end of all the articles. You can switch to my screen now. Sony showcased 2 PlayStation 5 consoles: the inflamed hip version and then the sleek, sexy version. This definitely looks like it needs a shot in its pelvis just to get the inflammation down. So this is a 4K UHD Blu-ray player that's in there. I think personally, obviously memes, we'll go over memes in a second. I think this looks beautiful as all heck. I think this looks really good. I'm actually very happy with the design. You may disagree. There is room for that. But the PlayStation event happened. The reveal of the hardware happened. We got Horizon Forbidden West, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which we'll talk about in a second. Gran Turismo 7 was announced. Ghostwire Tokyo. Returnal, which looked like a really interesting concept.
I figured out what movie it reminded me of.
What? Prometheus a little bit?
No, the one with Tom Cruise where they're fighting the aliens and he resets every day.
Oh, are you talking Edge of Tomorrow or Edge of Tomorrow Live Die Repeat or Live Die Repeat? What? That movie had 3 names.
Really?
Yep. Okay. Moving on to the rest of the games. A lot that were covered. I'll get to them in a second. So let's go ahead and talk about the size of this thing.
Oh,
because once standardized for the disc slot and the USB, it is huge.
Massive.
I don't mind that, honestly.
One bitty from Flamer Gamer. Boop. I don't think anything popping in on the game, Flamer Gamer, matters because it's a demo. It's not released yet, so I'm okay with things not working perfectly. There was a lot of clipping that was happening in some of these trailers, but this thing is massive. Look at how big this is.
That's chonk.
I mean, look at the original PS3.
That was massive. That was a huge console.
I don't mind it.
No, not at all.
This thing looks like a freaking spaceship.
Really cool. I think I would get the disc drive only if if it reads PS4 discs. So I don't know. If it has the capability to read PS4 discs, then I would get the disc one.
I don't know if I'm going to get the disc drive or not. I'll have to think about that.
I'm going digital.
Yep.
95% of my games I've bought digital in the last couple of years. I'm over physical, to be honest. Unless it's a special collector's edition with lots of cool stuff and all that kind of thing, I'm going digital.
My other thing is, how much is the price difference going to be between the two? And wouldn't you rather have the capability for the disc drive? Why choose to not get an extra feature that doesn't change anything?
Yeah, it's going to be the price differential. It's going to be $50 to $100 more expensive.
Okay, well then.
Because if this is $600 and it's $500 for the digital edition, I can see a lot of people just going for the digital edition.
I'm going digital also because I hate looking after discs and having to change them when I want to play a game. I just want to boot into the game.
So the link that the Mythical Yeticorn just posted, I don't trust as much because it only standardizes for the disc slot, not for the USB as well.
Yeah.
The USB is a known standard as well. So standardizing for both is more relevant than just standardizing for the disc slot, because disc slots don't have to be the size of the drive.
Yeah.
So doing both creates a more accurate representation. Maybe this is off, but I think this is a more accurate one because it uses 2 standards of standardization.
Try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Or they can be the same price but thick as 1 terabyte and slick as 2 terabytes. No, I don't think so.
No, they're not going to do that.
They still said that it was going to have an 800 and something.
825, yeah. I think if you're trying to compare the controllers next to the size of the console, I also think that doesn't work because you don't know where the console was placed in the frame with relation to the console and if it's standardized next to each other.
Yeah.
Because they could have made that look bigger or larger next to the console based on how they wanted it.
Not controllers, controller buttons, but even then, that's subject to change.
Yeah, you can show the controllers next to each other, but using the controller buttons as a frame of reference for the for the console doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily work.
Brad's text says he's putting in discs is annoying, but I get a little worried about the whole you don't own the games thing.
Why? When has that happened with the PS4?
I feel like that's a very niche thing to worry about.
Yeah. It's going to happen in maybe 1 out of 10,000 cases where there's going to be some
licensing thing, and then
yeah.
In all honesty, maybe like 10 years down the line they're worried, but I wouldn't care about those games 10 years from now.
Yeah. Feel free to get the disc edition. Not gonna crap on you for doing it. I don't think it matters that I download games and I don't own them.
I'm getting more inconvenienced by having to swap discs all the time than I am that the one game might disappear in a couple of years.
Yeah. And I want the disc drive for 4K Blu-ray too.
I
have not used a physical disc to watch movies in approaching 10 years.
Yeah, I've been on the stream train only, like exclusively, for I can't remember how long now.
And I understand that there are some people who want that simply because biddies from Meat Whip saying Sony had a super classy presentation, haven't been a PS user since PS2, but this generation I'm hoping for pre-orders. Damn. Yeah. So I see why people would want 4K Blu-ray because it does look better than 4K 100%. Streaming. Like the bitrate, obviously, you're getting up there. Just personally, and I think I'm a lot of people. I'm in the category of a ton of people. Not having physical copies is just normal.
Yeah, I'm not going into houses these days and seeing a DVD collection
which
anymore.
Used to be everywhere.
Exactly.
Yep.
Do you know how long it took me to box up my DVDs? Before I left, it filled 2 boxes.
No, my gran was one of those people who just had like a frick ton of DVDs.
Yep.
And she's put those all away in storage now because she just streams everything.
Yep. And I'm not going to do a straw poll because I know that as tech people, we skew not normal. I'm telling you, interacting with non-tech people, they are not buying discs. It's not a thing.
Unless they're extremely old, typically.
Yeah, no, my dad will buy DVDs. Because he loves DVDs. He will buy DVDs.
Yes, but it's also South Africa, where you guys still have DVD releases.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 90% of my DVDs were gifts from my dad.
There it is. All right, let's continue with more of the PlayStation stuff. Demon's Souls is getting a PS5 remake.
That was super surprising.
I thought this looked phenomenal. I am not a fan of From Software games. I haven't played very many. I tried to play Bloodborne, couldn't get into it. And this made me absolutely want to try it. This just looks so damn good. Yep. Demon's Souls, super excited about that one. We also got the Forbidden West one. Obviously, this one looked really good. Resident Evil Village.
This was a surprising one.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's going to be more expansive because Resident Evil 7 was more claustrophobic.
Yeah.
You were in the Baker house, and then when you weren't in the Baker house, it was on a ship. And so it was like narrow corridors, kind of like maze type stuff, whereas this looks like it's more going to be you're out in the world.
You're free, sort of free roaming again.
Yes.
Going about things like... But...
Cool, though.
I had the feeling it was a Resident Evil game just by the character designs.
Yes, it looked like Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like then I was just like, is this a new Resident Evil? And then Village pops up. I'm just like, what? Oh, and then it changes.
And then I remembered the leaks that said that it would be called that. And, yeah. NBA 2K21. This one was the most hilarious to me because it was a great showcase of ray tracing. Look at that realistic lighting coming in, the realistic shadows being cast by the window frames that you don't even see. The hilarious part is the
sweatiness.
The fact that they cut to Zion Williamson sweating. This is phenomenal.
Look at that ray trace sweat.
Look at those pores.
Yes.
Heck.
There are some 4K screenshots of Demon's Souls that looks amazing.
Yes, I also want to discuss that for a second. We'll get to that in whatever you were going to say. Looking at the trailers, if you go watch the trailers in 4K or 1080p on YouTube, you will not be getting the full experience because of bitrate issues.
Mm-hmm.
The max bitrate you're getting on 4K YouTube is 25 megabits per second, which is not as good as these games are going to look.
Yeah.
In the final form. So, yes, what were you going to say?
Oh, I just saw, was even the Spider-Man game. I saw 4K screenshots of that, and dang, like you couldn't get the same effect from looking at the trailers because of the bitrate issues.
Yeah. Then we got Project Athea, which is kind of intriguing, but it came out that the team who worked on Final Fantasy 15 will be responsible for Project Athea, which just means that they're going to skip half of the plot and have you fill in the storylines later with DLC.
No!
Comic books.
You're giving me PTSD.
And then let's go ahead and talk about Spider-Man Miles Morales, because this will be a launch game. It's coming holiday 2020 with the PS5. So this was intriguing because it looks really good. But then it came out that Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is an expansion and a remaster of the 2018 game. So it's just an expansion. Except for the fact, this is the surprise, Insomniac just tweeted out it's a standalone game.
Oh.
So people were like, what is this? Is this just a DLC? Is this just an add-on? Is it part of the original game? And news websites were coming out and saying, yes, it's just a remaster of the original with Miles Morales. And Insomniac's like, nope, brand new game. Standalone.
Heck yeah.
So, dang, there it is. This came out an hour ago.
Yeah.
I'm announcing it's a standalone game.
Devin was like, I thought it was a DLC.
Yep.
Everyone thought that because, whoo, I'm excited now.
Yeah.
Even more so.
Yep, nope, standalone game confirmed by Insomniac, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. We can review some PlayStation 5 memes if we want.
There've been some good ones.
I love them.
I thought that our subreddit had some really good ones. If Reddit's gonna work, which it doesn't look like it is. You can switch off my screen.
Reddit being funky.
Yeah, it looks like Reddit's down. Here, we can just... Yeah, let me switch back. So we got the Eye of Sauron. Obviously, that's beautiful. I guess a Sims representation. The modem argument, I've seen that. The PS2 in a binder. It's phenomenal. The coffee machine?
I saw that one as well. That was pretty good.
This guy already has a PS5. The Burj Arab in Dubai. That's phenomenal.
The Titan helmet.
Donald Duck's beak.
I saw a lot of duck ones.
Yep.
Those aren't as funny as the ones on our subreddit.
There were some good ones,
Yeah, let's see if the Reddit finally loaded. That one's okay.
I love that one.
Pope one.
I saw that one.
I think we could show this one.
I can't remember what this one is. Oh, yeah, that's that one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The fact that someone made that so quickly.
Yeah, I think that's it for the memes. You switch off cat.
Hello, I am Connor.
The all black PS5 looks specs. Yeah, I saw renders of that.
I haven't seen yet.
It looks sleek. Obviously, they're not launching with that.
Yeah,
it would have to be a subsidiary afterwards. But I'm sure D-Brand will come out with.
Speaking of memes, I just got one sent to me. It's that same fan thing.
Yeah, here we go. You can show it. An all black PS5 with the all black controller. I think that looks really good too.
I prefer that.
I need this in my life.
What if they made the interior white?
Nah. No white.
Inverted.
White is not a PlayStation color.
It is now.
No.
It's now.
Unfortunately.
Get over it.
That's sexy. That's sleek. That's ooh.
Yeah.
That looks like freaking Batman on your TV stand.
We haven't had white since the PS1.
So it is a PlayStation color. You just admitted it.
it's
Ah!
it was more gray than white.
You just
then
played
Yeah.
yourself.
Like the big boy PS1 was like
It
gray.
was gray.
Yes, and
We
then
never-
the PS1 was white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was gray.
No, so
No,
we're
the-
not saying the original PlayStation, because that's called PlayStation. The PS1, which was the smaller redone version that didn't have as much failure rates, that one
No, I
was
had
white.
one, but it wasn't white like the PS5 is. It
No,
was a
no, it
much
wasn't.
Yes,
grayer
it's still-
white.
So
Like
this is
it's much closer to gray, in my memory at least.
this is the original, right?
Yeah, not that one.
right, and then
that
this
one.
is
Yeah.
so this is
Eh,
definitely off white. It's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
the same shade whatsoever as the new PlayStation.
yeah.
But it's not like they haven't had something close before.
I don't know.
We have also had white PS4 Pros. They have sold those directly from
Oh,
Sony.
did we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but those are the special things.
Yeah. So black will just now be a special color for Sony. Or it might be a launch one and they just wanted the stark contrast one to be the one that
Well,
came
it's
out first.
definitely more eye-catching than the all
Yeah.
black one.
It also got people talking more that, oh, PlayStation's changing their colors. Generated more talking points.
Did it? That's
I
not.
saw lots of people talking about like, can't-
I guess Catlin spouted out that talking point. I just would have never thought about their brand colors.
no, like just that it was so different. Like it had people talking.
Yeah.
Extra talking points.
Yeah. So that's the PlayStation news.
Cool.
I think we could get some really cool looking special editions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to different color schemes.
Agreed.
Yeah, it definitely does stand out. It's not a box. It's not a refrigerator. It is, a modem,
I like it.
a binder.
I do think
PS2.
it might be more spicy than the Xbox because like the Xbox looks like this big tower system that is just going to vent out all the top,
Yeah.
whereas this has like vents going on the sides down.
No, the vents are still mostly on the top. It curves up towards the top.
Yeah, but it's like,
That doesn't look. Once you get down here, it doesn't look like it has venting anymore, and it's
I
still
don't think so.
on the
yeah.
top.
So it like keeps it going up.
Yeah, but it does look like Sony made it so that you can lay it horizontally, whereas
No, you would have to.
you would have to what?
It has to have an option to be horizontal.
It does.
Yes, but what I'm saying for the cooling, that their design is more conducive to horizontal cooling than Xbox, because if you put Xbox up against anything with that one fan up top, then
Yeah. Because the PlayStation looks like it does this.
whereas so if we look at this, right, you put the top of the Xbox Series X up against a wall, it's gonna die. You put the PlayStation 5 up against the wall, that dip right there still gives it airflow.
Main problem with my PS4 Pro heating up was always because it was horizontal, but a lot of the fan was at the back, and that was typically against the wall, so it would get kind of spicy.
Yeah. I think they worked hard on the cooling for that one, so I want to see how it performs.
The stand is guaranteed included. I mean, if we look at it, right? Can we switch over, Kat?
Is it guaranteed though?
Yes, because
Both of the editions have the stands.
Yes, but I've seen promos where they show the PS4 Pro and stuff vertical with this. It has to have vertical stand, and they don't sell it with your console.
yes, but when
Every console you've had to buy the vertical stand separately.
yeah, but when they show it horizontal, it has the stand as
It's
well.
the same stand.
I
think it's guaranteed to include the stand.
wouldn't be that so sure.
100% includes the stand. I'll put money on it.
I'm also with that. Do they have a horizontal picture in this?
No, not in
It
this
would
one.
be great if that stand works both ways somehow.
It
that
does.
you need it.
It does.
It's the
you
same
have,
stand.
You have
You
to
take
use
it.
it. You have to use the stand. Check. It's the same stand. So you have to use the stand in vertical mode. And then you have to use the stand in horizontal mode. I think the reason they're doing this is for airflow reasons.
Yes.
And so they're just including it.
Yeah.
That would be great. I just don't trust images as being
What do you want to bet?
have to.
Okay, I'm
not
so
kidding.
sorry.
I've just
Totally. No, let's bet on this.
experienced it enough times with every previous console that they do this, and then it doesn't include any sort of stand.
Give me. We can have a disproportionate bet. You give me something that you extremely want for me, and I will take something negligible for you.
What do you want?
No, what do you want? That's the
Sure.
question. What do you? I will bet on this. 100% it's included.
Disney World tickets.
Done. If it does not include a stand, I will buy you Disney World tickets for a weekend.
Cool.
And if it doesn't include a stand,
I'm not willing to bet on it. I just highly
you
doubt it.
have to. If
I don't
if it
trust
doesn't
it.
include a stand, what would be disproportionate?
I'm just saying I don't trust it from past experience.
But I
Sony
feel like
does that thing. They show you the whole range. That
But-
doesn't mean any of it's included. They don't tell you what's going to be included in your console package.
But I don't think they would have shown it in the horizontal position if it wasn't included.
I'm still trying to think of what the bet is. I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm not listening because I need the bet.
There's no telling that it's a different stand for horizontal and a different stand for vertical. We're just assuming that it's the same stand because it makes logical sense that it should be the same stand, but it could be two different stands.
Yes. If it does include the stand, you have to do a whole Hot News Hot News Live while on helium.
But that's really unhealthy.
Yeah, she would die.
Okay, at least like a
can
5-minute
do-
segment.
I can do bits and pieces.
There we
on
go.
helium,
We'll do that. Yes, you have to do
but
it
not
on
the
helium.
whole thing.
Okay.
I will pass out.
Okay, that's fine. A little
Sure.
helium.
I love
a little.
helium.
Okay.
It's my secret drug. I
There
just
we
try
go.
to stay away from it.
Okay, that's if it does include the stand, you have to be on helium for a
I'm
Hot
not
News
joking
episode.
either. I have a helium problem.
Done.
Like, I've gone a bit too crazy with helium balloons.
Okay, we
in
won't
my
get you
life.
too much. Are we fine with that bet? If there is no stand included, Catelyn gets Disney World tickets for a weekend. If it is included, she has to sip helium a little bit.
Wow. Such detrimental
At
consequences.
least it's not an Apple stand.
Sounds like a win-win. There we go.
Basically.
That's exactly what we're going for.
Wait,
What?
what's that one?
Oh, that's cool. It's a waffle iron. Or it's panini iron. It's a sandwich iron.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I am just so glad that the PlayStation 5 did not look like any other renders. It came out swinging with something
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine would be real.
They did it with the console or the controller too.
Yeah,
Something that
that's
nobody
true.
was really expecting.
I think they did a really good job of teasing the
I think
console.
Norby's Zesme has a better idea. Sorry, continue and then I'll say.
Oh no, I just said I think they did a really good job of teasing the console throughout their presentation.
Yeah. I'll just buy you a PS5 if it doesn't include the stand.
Cool.
That's it. All right. Well, let's get off of PS5 for a while and let's talk about the other console gaming experience that nobody was talking about, but they really should have because this was the huge news, okay? PS5 Day? Excuse me. Have you heard of Stadia Day? Have you heard of Stadia Day? Okay, because that was also yesterday, apparently. Yesterday was the day that Google decided to release a bunch of updates for Google Stadia.
Who cares?
Same day. So Google now has allowed for Stadia to be available on all Android phones as long as you enable experimental access on your phone.
Sketch.
So it kind of works, but it doesn't actually on all Android phones. Then also, they are now allowing for per-device resolution control.
That's
So
cool.
that you can change the resolution based on what you're trying to play on, and you can switch HDR on and off depending on if you want that or not.
I like that.
They are also giving a $10 coupon away for anybody who has ever had a pro subscription because they are desperate for people to buy games. That's my commentary on this. So they desperately want you to buy games with Stadia. And then we got the best one of them all. They now enabled Android TV support with a workaround. You can kind of get it working on Android TV if you want to.
Kinda,
sorta. So, Callan, I want you to give me a zoom because I need to rant for a second. Stadia doesn't officially work on Android TV, which would be fine if also yesterday, Callan switched to the article, NVIDIA announced GeForce Now works completely with no workarounds on Android TV. Callan, back to the Zoom, please. NVIDIA has a game streaming service that works completely on Android TV, but Google, who makes Android TV, doesn't have their game streaming service working on Android TV. The same day, Google announces experimental support. NVIDIA gives them full support. If that doesn't show you just how ridiculously behind the times Stadia is, what? That's it. I'm done. So stupid. So stupid.
Who's working on the Stadia team? Like,
apparently they're B grade developers.
Yeah, like.
Hey, you failed on all of these other projects. We're just gonna push you over here.
that is shocking. Actually, they make
Google owns all of this and can't get it to work. They own Android and it doesn't work on Android.
It's like they handed over Stadia to the group of kids in class that doesn't know how to do anything.
It's a group project,
like,
but all the students who don't know what
yeah,
they're
all
doing.
the students.
Why don't we take the failures and push them somewhere else?
Here, guys, an opportunity.
Well, that's not the only failure Google had
Mm.
with Stadia. Apparently, Ubisoft has been working on a secret game on Stadia. They've been developing a game on Stadia, and then they accidentally shared it out to everybody.
What?
Called Gods and Monsters. It appeared on people's store page for $0, where they were able to accidentally download it.
Huh.
And then they were able to play a beta version of Ubisoft's Breath of the Wild knockoff.
Whoa.
This is a Zelda knockoff through and through that is coming to Stadia, being developed by Ubisoft. That is the stamina bar from Zelda!
That is...
That's Breath of the Wild. You know what this says to me? Ubisoft has a concept that they're going for, and they were like, in development, just rip off Zelda because we won't release it like that. Obviously, we'll retool it.
Yeah.
But for now, just take the assets that are already out there.
Goodness.
This is so bad. It's clearly not done. You can switch back to the screen so everybody can see it. This is bad. It looks like Assassin's Creed mixed with Zelda a little bit, and they just took assets from both of those.
They're like, okay, this works and this works. What if we put them together?
Yeah. So Stadia accidentally released a game that isn't finished yet and clearly is ripping off Breath of the Wild.
Oh my goodness.
Hectic stuff.
I love it.
How did they screw up so bad that this appeared?
How do you, upload the whole freaking thing onto
because
the
they're
store?
testing it on the cloud.
I know that.
So they have to test it on the cloud, and they must have just enabled access. They thought they were enabling access to somebody else, and it enabled it to everybody else.
Yeah, how do you screw up that bad?
It probably is an easy mistake to make, if I had to guess. And now Google will have to retool it to make sure that doesn't happen ever again. It's probably not in a walled garden to separate Stadia development from Stadia gameplay.
Oof.
It's probably the same, actual server.
Like the back end side of things.
It's crazy. Yeah. What?
So, that was accidentally CCing everybody.
Exactly, yes.
That is amazing.
That is a monumental screw up to basically release a dev project to everyone.
Yep. And one that looks so clearly plagiarized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has to be an accident. There's no good press that comes out of this. Besides,
0.
wow, Ubisoft, you're ripping off Zelda? The
100%.
hell? And it's a bad look for Stadia that this happened so easily, too. It's a bad look on Ubisoft and Google.
Unless it was intentional by someone.
Even if it was
one of the
intentional, it's still a bad
developers.
look.
Yeah.
The motive does not give this better optics.
No, it's bad.
Someone's getting fired.
I'm just
Tell you
wondering
that.
if it was a mistake or if it was intentional.
I have to believe
Like-
it is a mistake. Never prescribed to malfeasance what you can prescribe to incompetence.
Suppose so.
That's not the exact quote, but don't think people are malicious when you can just say that they're morons.
Yeah.
Because it's usually that they're dumb. All right, well, that's not the only bad news we have. Intel's got some bad news to report, and that is Jim Keller has resigned after 2 years, citing personal reasons as why he needs to step down from Intel effective immediately. So he is gone. Jim Keller, in case you're not familiar, helped bring Intel to fame with a lot of their architecture. He was very much behind that. He also helped Tesla design some of their stuff that they're using in their full self-driving vehicles. And then he was part of the team that helped design a little CPU architecture that we like to call Zen. He was on the development team for that, in which case he got picked up by Intel, and now he is stepping down. So no word if he's going to anything else. No word on what the personal reasons that he is stepping down for are. It could be family issues. It could be personal health reasons. It could be that he hated everybody at Intel and he wants to be done with it.
Yeah.
I would err more towards the sickness somehow, maybe. But yeah, not a good thing for Intel right now.
What if he gets spotted having lunch with Jensen?
That would be funny. Bring it full circle. He's just going to play for all teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 5 years down the line, we see NVIDIA show off a CPU.
That'd be whack.
He has enough money and doesn't need to work ever again in his life. Yeah.
Do we know he has enough money? Okay, because you would think Nicolas Cage has enough money. But when you spend it all, just because somebody earns millions of dollars doesn't mean they have anything in the bank.
That's true. Or he could go to Apple. That
He
would
did
be
work
insane.
for Apple already. I forgot to mention that he was part of that too.
He's jumped around the
Basically,
industry.
every major revolution that you've seen in some sort of architecture, he has had a finger in either doing it as part of the team or teaching the people who helped do it along the way. So he's heavily admired in the community for being a thought leader and actually good at his job.
Yeah, no, he knows how to get things done.
All right, we got more gaming news to run through. It was confirmed that Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 will be running on Unreal Engine 5, which means it will not be a launch title because this does not come out till 2021. So this is probably a next year holiday game. So probably October, November of 2021 is when this game will come out.
Someone says he hates video games.
I'll be able to play it on PC, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As long as I can play it somewhere.
Yeah, if it's a Microsoft exclusive, you can play it on PC.
I need to.
Yes. Death Stranding, which was a PS4 exclusive, now got its PC specs.
I saw these.
They're pretty low.
Yeah, it's surprising.
1080p, 60 FPS, RX 590.
Yeah.
Which is nothing.
My thing is, they're using the same engine for Horizon, aren't they?
Yes.
So might Horizon's PC
Run
specs
really well, yeah. Seems like it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, we don't know what the quality of the port is, but I kind of trust Kojima Productions to make it work. But yeah, it does look like the bare minimum specifications are pretty good. I mean, a 590 is a 1080p 60 FPS card. That's what you get it for.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily so concerned about it. We also, League of Legends TV show Arcane, which was supposed to launch this fall, got pushed back to 2021. I don't know much about this, but it's been delayed. Ark Survival Evolved is free on the Epic Game Store right now in case you guys want to go pick that up.
That one was interesting because like they threw in Overcooked when this was part of the leaked lineup and everyone was like, oh, they got the leaks wrong, and then bam, it shows up.
Yeah, the 16 Super is way faster than the 590.
It is.
Yeah, you're fine. Was Death Stranding good? It's definitely personal flavor type game.
Yes.
It is a great game. It is not a game that's great for everybody.
I have to agree with that. And like friends that I have that have played through the game said it was such an experience. Like it wasn't the best game,
Yeah.
but it was one of the best experiences they
It's
had.
a very slow-paced cinematic experience. It's not well, if you're a Kojima fanboy, then yeah, you can liken it to Metal Gear was not necessarily the world's best game, but it's an experience that you play through.
Yeah.
So I think you're fine.
I like this. It's Amazon delivery in a post-apocalypse.
Yes. That's pretty. It's a good. Sorry, gotta reboot.
You good?
No.
You look so broken.
Oh, dude, I had a lag. Like, you know when your internet just hiccups all of a sudden and then you can't connect to anything, but then it's fine later?
Gross. You
That's
got
where I was.
The loading
Like, you
bubble.
said something and my brain was trying to respond to you, but the words wouldn't come out, and then I was trying to move on and I couldn't.
Well,
All right, well, we're back. I want this keyboard. What is
this keyboard?
This is the PBT, or PKB, sorry, 5000. It is a fully programmable QWERTY keyboard. These are all touchscreen.
What?
You can program these to be whatever macros you want and then put whatever image you want on them. So it's basically, essentially, a giant Elgato Stream Deck.
What the flip?
Right?
As long as the keys don't feel like a Stream Deck.
Right.
Because I would die.
So they don't press, they have haptic feedback, kind of like MacBook keys. Or MacBook touchpads.
Yeah.
So it's all flat?
I don't know if it's flat. It might have like a curve to it, but it doesn't imprint according to... It says that it has tactile haptic feedback.
Well, I guess I'm used to like low travel when using this keyboard.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might feel really unsatisfying.
Possible. You might get used to it though. But
yeah,
like,
you would have to.
The idea of like customizing your own keyboard with your own keys how you want.
Well, especially for video editing, because you can switch it automatically.
So you can have different layers of macros.
Yeah. So you could be like, I want it to work like this when I'm just normal on desktop. As soon as I go to Premiere, set it up. Give me my Premiere hotkeys on everything. Because do you need to type on Premiere? Not always. But if you do, you just switch it over to the regular typing setup.
That's freaking cool.
So it's pretty cool. I like it. They unveiled it.
I need it.
Yeah. I don't think there is a price. I'm just going to check quickly again. No, their website's down, so you can't even check it right now.
I've used mechanical for too long. I don't think I would ever use a keyboard like that.
This is definitely a productivity keyboard. This is not a gaming keyboard. You shouldn't ever...
It's not going to be the satisfying like clickety-clacks that you get from...
Yeah. No price as far as I can tell. I would guess it's in the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
But this is for productivity completely.
QMK does all this without images. Yeah, but like
the images matter.
That's one of the points of this.
Being able to just reference, oh yeah, that's the macro that I... Because trying to remember 110 macros, or if it has folders of macros, that would be crazy. And then trying to remember all of that, that is a byproduct of not having good enough technology, having to remember it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the price is. I'm excited for it. I would like to see that. Also, I'm excited for this. The 980 Pro from Samsung, which is their first PCI Express 4.0 drive, is rumored to be releasing in August. They've already announced it.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on it to release. And then this would be faster than the PS5's SSD. But the controllers aren't fast enough for this.
I do like it, though.
Yeah, so we're waiting on this to come out. August is the supposed release date. Yes, and then Microsoft got crypto-jacked on their Azure cloud servers.
Excuse me, what?
Yep, some of their Azure cloud servers that were reserved for doing Kubernetes tasks got crypto-jacked and had to start mining cryptocurrency.
What the frick? How did they get access to that?
If you don't remember your macro, you didn't need it, or you use it sparingly, but it's still very helpful because it performs complicated tasks that you only need maybe once every month, but saves you 5 minutes of time.
Yeah.
You don't need to remember exactly what it is. But yeah, getting that done makes a lot of sense. So Microsoft getting crypto jacked. And then lastly, I just want to give a shout out to this video from Ars Technica. They did an interview with Linus and had him respond to his top 1,000 YouTube comments. That's kind of clickbait. It was more just like his several comments from a lot of his top videos. It was a cool video where he just kind of gives some insight into LTT. And yeah,
I'd like to watch that.
I'll drop that in chat. You guys can do that. That's it. That's hot news.
Yay!
Hot news is over.
Hot news.
Okay. Hot news is over.
That's hot news.
Burn me. Yeah. Fire in my armpits.
The LTT disappointed myself was weird.
How? I thought it was really good. And
What was
nothing
that?
was weird about where he apologized for being wrong about the PS5 SSD.
Oh yeah, I did watch that.
There's nothing weird about that. It was still scripted. It was him apologizing for what he did. It was well researched,
Yeah.
which his original comments should have been, and it was a recognition of failure. There was nothing weird about it. Pretty normal.
I thought it was a solid
Yep.
solid reckoning of what he did wrong.
Yep. Well, we got to reckon that you guys love us a lot because it's Fan Mail Friday.
I'm seeing so many
Fan Mail
new
Friday.
and-
Caitlin, can you put the P.O. box up as well, or does that interfere?
I'll just move it.
Okay. So you guys sent us a lot of stuff for Fan Mail Friday this week, which is cool. I'm really thankful that you guys took advantage of our P.O. Box 5697, Gainesville, Florida 32627. If you want to be part of Fan Mail Friday next week, be sure to send us stuff there. We are not just asking for you to send us things, but fan letters, fan drawings, fan fiction, anything that you guys want to send us, you can so do that for Fan Mail Friday. Very excited that we've got a lot of good stuff this week. Catelyn, come join us. This is
Okay.
That's a heckin' ton of stuff.
All right, I think we should open the stuff that's addressed to all of us first.
Yeah.
So we're gonna open the stuff below camera so that it's not
Can we send you a fan?
Yes.
Go
Amen.
for it.
Okay. So this one is addressed to Dr. Fan Mail Friday at P.O. Box 5697, Gainesville, Florida 32627.
Doctor.
Doctor. I think they probably had to specify a title.
Don't open it on camera.
Ooh, dibs. Screw y'all. Dibs.
What is that?
Screw y'all. This is a giant desiccant packet.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat that.
I saw it. I saw what this is. It's a giant gummy pizza!
Wow.
I love it so much!
I did not even know those
Is
existed.
there a note? I hope there's a note. Enjoy from a Mackable guy.
Hey-o!
He spelled it out properly here. I'm a cable guy. Thank you, Mackable guy.
This is the
That
coolest.
is really cool.
I love
I-
that.
I used to get like gummy versions, like mini ones like
Yeah,
this
they
as a
make Krabby
kid.
Patty ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirby pens.
I didn't know about the Krabby. Okay, I did remember burger ones. And you
Yeah.
could like peel them apart layer by layer.
Yeah. This
What
is
the
awesome.
frick? That's so cool.
Thank you so much.
Is there
Love
a
it.
serving size on there?
Serving size, about 11 servings per container. So it looks like it's divided into 6 slices. So about half of a slice is one serving, which is 120 calories.
Hey!
Woo!
It's all gonna be gone by
It should-
today.
Yes, it is 1 pound of gummy, 16 ounces.
Oh, snap.
Damn. I'm going to have a sugar crash later today.
I hope it doesn't taste like pizza.
Should we try it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we should try it right now. It probably doesn't taste like pizza. Is there...
It's,
No, I'm just going to rip it open.
Does it have to be Amazon packages? No, it does
No,
not.
no, not at all. Not at all. You can send us a handwritten letter, a hand-drawn fan picture. We just want you guys to participate in what we're doing here on stream, which is why we have Fan Mail Friday. It does not have to be anything paid whatsoever.
Yeah.
You don't
Write
have
us
to
a
buy us
letter.
anything.
Wow.
Oh, do you
Oh,
peel it like that? Ayo!
Like it looks like it's sliced, but not
It's
fully.
it's not.
Oh wow. Can you get a plate and a knife? Smell that.
It's strong gummy smell.
Oh man.
Woo! That's satisfying slap though.
Yeah.
Might have been like cutting it with
Yeah, we should probably use the scissors. Great. Here, do you want to do that?
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
No, I mean they're not
It
gonna.
smells like gummy. The TV matches the
Sorry,
gift.
Excuse me.
I saw you bring out the box cutter and I thought you were gonna try and cut the pizza with it.
I would, but not right now.
We'll ruin the box cut.
You guys want me to send one thing for the gang, or do you want all personalized gifts? Dude, we don't care.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You guys determine what happens on Family on Friday. As long as it's stream friendly, do it. Okay? If you like one of us more than you like another, like Sonamoose does, apparently, then you are absolutely allowed to just send that person something.
Shade.
Would you put onion salt on your gummy pizza?
This gummy
No.
is actually like super juicy.
It is.
I thought it was gonna be kind of stale.
Juicy. Immaculable guy says he didn't find that one on Amazon, had to go to another site.
Appreciate it very much.
Mythical Yetiquan says the one he sent is forever on.
I don't know if one from you came in. Unless you addressed it to somebody else, and then it is for everyone. I can do that, but I love all of you. I wanted to give you the choice. No, Jay Funky. You choose. It's Fan Mail Friday, not Us Mail Friday.
Pizza.
Oh lord.
Which
I'm
slice
gonna
do you
take a small slice.
Take this slice.
Let's try it.
I'm so glad it doesn't taste like pizza.
That's kind of good.
Yeah. Just bring me back to my childhood.
Do you think you're getting enough fiber from that gummy pizza, Brett? Dietary fiber 0 grams. No, I'm not.
It's so like squidgy.
I do need the pizza pouch.
Good gummy.
It's like a championship belt. You know what? Like this.
Shadow Assassin says, is there a large package?
There isn't. Mm-mm.
He says, I think the sword I sent got lost in the
Ah,
mail.
that sucks, man.
Are you tracking it?
Yeah, he said in a previous stream that it says it was delivered, but it also says that it's not delivered somehow.
Spoiler. All the other mail today is different foods in the form of pizza.
That'd be cool.
Actually, it's a good gummy.
Mm.
Surprisingly.
Mine delivered on the 9th, then it's here. Oh, to Brett Stickle Monster. Okay, great. And that's. We have 3 packages that are addressed to me. Or 2. Yeah. 2 addressed to me, 2 addressed to all of us, 1 addressed to Catlin, 1 addressed to Reese Kuhn.
I'm down. Good gummy.
I'm scared of the one addressed to Rishkun.
I'm pretty sure that's from Sonamoose, and he has apologized vigorously for it.
Oh dear. I need to go wash my hand after that.
Oh yeah, this is a delicious gummy. This is phenomenal.
I don't even really like gummies. It's really good.
It has multiple different flavors. It does seem like every texture on here is a different flavor, but they chose complimentary gummy flavors, not pizza flavored gummy.
That was solid.
Ew, juicy, sugary, coagulated animal bones. Ew, you mean yummy?
What else do you get?
Oh. I could send in your actual name, but it's 900% Breet Stickle Monster. Do it. The name doesn't matter at all because it all just goes to the P.O. box.
Yeah. I think you just have to put a name on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink this.
Do it.
All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands too.
Ice bricks. Oh, it would be so bad if that was a Bean Boozled type of pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very citrusy.
It is actually, yeah.
Like oranges and stuff.
All right. I'm pretty sure this is the holdover one from Sonamu's last week, which should be the glow-in-the-dark paint that came with the white T-shirt. So this coming Tuesday, we can do Cat's Crafts and design our own T-shirts.
He says, I sent one for you to as Brett Stinkle Monster.
So there's Stickle Monster and Stinkle Monster. Hey, I guess I just... Yeah, this is the glow-in-the-dark paint, courtesy of Sonamu's. Thank you, friend. We will absolutely do this on Tuesday for Cat's Crafts, and we'll design our own T-shirts.
We'll do it for you. What colors? Is it just glow?
Yeah.
Cool.
Probably just glow, but we got lots of it.
Dimensional fabric paint.
Dimensional.
Oh, that means it might be 3D.
But it's freaking fabric paint. This thing is like a
Nice little water pouch.
I wasn't gonna say that. What's that stress ball kind of toy?
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. If that bursts, that would be terrible.
I agree.
All right. I guess since Sonamus has apologized so heavily for Reese Coons, we'll save that till the end.
Yeah.
Kylan, would you like to open your first bit of fan mail directed towards
Yes.
you? Okay. Here you are.
Catlin last name.
Catlin last name. Be sure to open it below camera just to make sure that it's stream friendly.
I am so curious.
Even what's in a little tube?
It's a little tube.
Is there a note?
Oh, nice. There might be a note. Use this weapon wisely and often, especially around Brett. From Sonamus.
I love it already.
What is it?
Blue kazoo.
Oh man, it's like in a tube. Whoa.
Look what a little carry pouch. Heck.
Carabiner.
Mm.
That's a fancy looking
snap.
kazoo.
It's a tin kazoo.
You have to do a song for Sonamus.
Do you have any requests?
Sonamus, what is your first kazoo song request?
Hopefully I know it. Please respond.
When I was a young... That sounded
Oh,
great.
wow. Put him on the spot. I didn't study for this test. That'll work.
That is a phenomenal sounding kazoo.
It's so loud too.
Really cool.
Pokemon. It's clear as well.
Pokemon!
That is amazing.
Thank you, Sonny
Thank
Moosey.
you.
All
That
right.
was.
This sounds really good.
It's so loud. I couldn't believe it.
A lot more quality than the plastic kazoos.
Oh yeah.
Go in your pouch.
All right, so this one's addressed to Brett Stickle Monster, UFD Tech, which I would guess is what Mythical Yeti Corn was talking about when this one's for all of us. Okay, let me see what this is. Okay, that's just the let me see. Is there a note? I know exactly what it is as soon as I saw it. Oh, Mythical Yeti Corn! That's not the note. Enjoy from the Mythical Yeti Corn. Sweet Heat Skittles!
What?
Oh goodness.
Yes.
Icy Skittles!
Yes.
We gotta.
We gotta.
Oh heck. Wait, what flavors? On the back.
Yeah. We've got sizzling strawberry, flamin' orange, blazing mango, fiery watermelon, and lemon spark. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'm so ready for this. My mouth is starting to water
I
already.
remember Mythical Yeti Corn telling us about these when we were still in South Africa and asking if we ever had them. So this is a good throwback to previous streams. All right.
I want a strawberry one, but I can't tell. They're all coated in heat.
I'm just gonna
I think it's orange.
go wild. What is this one?
Guess we'll find out.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
These are good.
I'm waiting for the spice.
I feel a little bit.
Now, as I'm getting deeper in, the spice is kicking up.
Let's just see.
Is it? I get nothing.
Ooh, the lemon one.
Tastes good though.
Very juicy.
I didn't get spice.
I'm feeling a little bit at the back of my throat.
It tingles.
Same.
I think I could probably.
I think
It's
if you
not nearly as bad as hot tamales, so.
No.
Psych grease is the only spice. When I talk, it gets worse.
They're good though.
Yeah.
I like
But
these.
they're not flaming.
I'm finding it in my saliva as I swallow.
Spicy rainbow.
I think if I ate the whole package, it would definitely add up.
Just from having multiples, I've definitely felt it add up.
It's not something that hurts you. Like, it's not a hot wing, but it's definitely, it's a slower burn.
Yeah.
It's probably like cinnamon or something.
Because I can also
And it tastes really good, though.
Because I can also feel it if I breathe through my nose now. You can feel the
Yeah. Just have a few more.
spicy candy is really actually hot. Yes. I do like these. Catalan's too OP.
A friend and I decided we were gonna eat some chili peppers that we found growing in my garden. And we burnt our taste buds off. So ever since then, nah.
The lemon one.
That one's... Would you guys want custom shirts? Only if you want to send us custom shirts. No, Sonimus, I'm not getting enough fiber from the Skittles. I might get enough fiber from whatever you just sent me.
Get you some fiber. Eat the packaging.
Eric and me wants to know anything specific I can embroider on the shirt.
Whatever you want, it's up to you, man.
Send us your best whatever you make.
Am I getting enough fiber? Sonimus asks. Poop like a champion, ultra fiber cereal.
That was well played, Sonamuse. Well played.
This box contains our winning combination of insoluble and, hooray, soluble fiber. Now be sure to enjoy it with plenty of liquids. That's because soluble fiber does its best work when teamed up with a lot of water to create a smooth, colon-cleaning gel. In fact, this much fiber with not enough liquid could cause further backups at your backsides. So, to poop like a champion, drink water like one too.
I did not know that existed as a product.
5 steps to pooping like a champion. Number 1, high fiber diet. Just one serving of Poop Like a Champion contains 64% of your daily fiber. You can get even more with fresh fruits and veggies, beans, and whole grain rice. Number 2, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Constipation often comes from dehydrated colon. So when it comes to movements, drinking at least 8 glasses a day is one smart move. Step number 3, get your exercise. Get moving to get things moving. A little light exercise like a daily walk will do wonders. Number 4, put poop on a schedule. Your body's clock wants you to go on time. When you feel like you're going, go before things dry up and get hard to move. Try and go at the same time every day, like after breakfast. And number 5, relax. Stress can grip your body from head to bow. Take a little me time to chill out every day, and your body will give you a little more go time.
Well, to answer his questions, you're
I
getting
will
enough
now
fiber.
get enough fiber, thank you. Thank you, Sonamoose.
Incredible.
I will now be able to poop like a champion. Reese, it is now your turn.
Whew, hello.
Reese Kuhn,
Let's
here's your package.
let me cut it, but then I'll open it down below to see.
You are looking out for me, Sonamoose. I highly appreciate that, and my bowels appreciate it too.
They definitely will.
Better eat that fiber.
This fiber cereal will help me to process the gummy pizza that I just had.
Alrighty.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
What do we got?
Oh boy.
What is this?
Oh!
What is...
The note says, "I'm sorry" from Sonamoose.
What is that? Oh.
Reese, do you want to show the people what Sonamoose got you?
He got me a heckin' cool party hat.
It's a Guzzler drinking helmet, can holder drinker hat, cap with straw for beer and soda, party fun red.
Partnered with
Nelly and Joe's Key West lemon juice, 16 ounces.
proper concentrate lemon juice.
Well, life gives you lemons.
Yo! I'm gonna die.
Is this for your stream? Is that the idea? You have to do this while you're streaming?
What? Drink lemon juice
Yes.
straight?
You're gonna freaking bleach your intestines.
Oh, hell yeah. This is the coolest thing.
I'm not sure I understand the lemon juice reference. Is
Die.
it just... Are you trying to kill him, Sonamoose?
When someone gives you lemons. Let me use this.
Do it.
Party hat time.
That is ridiculous.
Sonamoose, don't you dare try to back out of it now. You sent it, so he must.
I have to.
He has to. There are no options besides do.
It says refrigerate off the purchase. For you,
Oh lordy,
Steve,
there's a whole setup here.
there's a recipe for lemon cream cheese pie.
Where are the scissors that we used earlier?
Right here, man.
I mean,
Here are the pizza scissors.
thank you. They've got cable ties.
If I send fan mail, can you return the box with Catlers? No, we're not returning anything. Nope. If you send it, we keep it. That's how this works. I'm not going to ship anything. I'm not going to have you guys have a courier come fetch things. You just gotta deliver it, and then it's ours. So don't send us. We're not signing things.
Oh hell yeah. What's up?
Oh my.
It's a whole setup.
Oh, it's a holster up top. Oh man. Okay, let's get this going.
Will they fit? I think
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah, they'll fit.
That is amazing.
What'd you do with all the cutty apparatus? I got it. I'll just rip it open. It's not big deal.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow's right. Okay. All right, let me.
Or not.
Do they fit?
We're gonna.
Fit is a good enough word.
Oh, this is so heavy on my one side. Now I'm lopsided.
Give me a second. I just gotta move all of the tubing. There we go. All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Can you crouch, please, so I can lift off the tabs properly?
Oh dear.
Oh boy. This is something.
Should have parked it through the.
I should have. You're right.
That's what I was.
That would have been smart. That's not what's gonna happen, though. I'll tell you.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you are. No, that's not gonna...
Give me my lemon.
I'm gonna have to take the thing.
Can you go get the box cutter? I don't
think
know
I
wherever
left it
Reese
there
put it over
somewhere.
there. Don't start drinking yet.
Ah,
Thank you.
did they shake it?
This is gonna be horrible.
No, we didn't shake it.
Someone was asking. Now I'm even more scared.
No, because you're not going to be drinking from the bottom. But you can shake your head if you want.
Nah, I should be alright. Ah! It's weird, they're making noises.
Okay. All right, Reese, your lemon juice beer helmet
I'm probably gonna get a mouthful and then just die.
is ready. Stop sucking! No, swallow it on camera!
You should be able to clamp it.
Yeah, I think this is for clamping it somehow.
Clamp it!
I don't know how!
It's just going!
It's peeing all over the place. Okay, just go. Go take it. Go. Do it!
It's just going!
Oh, you need help because you can't take it off your head. All right.
No, wait, it's... Look. Ah! Oh lordy, it's spicy!
Oh boy.
I'm sure there's a way to clamp that tube.
Yeah, we just
We didn't think of that beforehand.
weren't smart enough ahead of time.
That's how you clamp it.
Okay.
Well done.
That's fine, I'll get it.
Are you good?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go wash the lemon juice off my face.
That was that was phenomenal. Well done, Sonomus.
Dang.
Are you dead?
Best damn lemon juice I ever had. What's up?
Delicious. Do you feel refreshed?
Actually, yes.
Are you awake now, Reese?
Woo! Just have to lift it. Yeah, I realized that, but in the moment, I was panicking. And you don't make the best decisions when you're panicking.
Especially not you. You make no decisions.
Absolutely none. I scream and run away.
Which is what you tried to do.
It wouldn't stop. Ugh, it's all over my hoodie and everything.
Dang. That was a lot of fan mail.
Woo!
Heck.
That was a lot of fan mail. That was great. So if you guys want to send us something for next Friday, P.O. Box. And again, reiterating, it does not have to be bought items like this whatsoever. We're still waiting on our first piece of like actual
Fan mail.
designed mail.
Fan fiction. 50 Shades of Tech.
My mouth is like still all puckered.
Yeah, that's gonna be you for the rest of the day.
You'll get it next
Lemons.
week. I've got the stuff. Good to hear it,
Hey.
Sonomus. We'll see if you're the first one to be opened. That was something.
That was fun.
That was a great Fan Mail Friday.
I should totally use that helmet this weekend.
Do you guys like hot or spicy foods? I'm not a fan. I
Eh.
will eat them, but it's not something that I enjoy.
I like spicy stuff.
I don't mind it. I don't go out of my way to get it though.
Final Fantasy fanfare, please.
Woo! I love kazoos. I love it, thank you.
How spicy can Reese handle? Spicy up to a certain point, and then I can't sustain it. But I can handle the initial. That kazoo is
This
amazing.
is a really good one.
One-winged angel.
We found out how sour it can
One-winged
have.
angel. There's so much in one-winged angel.
Just do the part that you remember.
Never gonna give you up and recall the stream.
Yes. I can't. There's so much in that piece of music.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
like you'd need an orchestra of kazoos to do it properly. One's not enough.
Just to handle everything.
Yeah, so we'd have to be on the outside doing the other
You need
parts.
a whole orchestra.
We could maybe like make that I don't know, for our 100th stream or something like that. We could
Do a proper
Yeah.
kazoo orchestra. I'm down. I'm
make
down.
it a big event, a whole to-do.
Kazoos are super versatile. And then it depends on everybody's like voice, the different pitch of kazoos.
Bass kazoo, is that a thing?
If you got a really deep voice.
Wait, where is my kazoo? This one?
That's like bass kazoo.
I'm pretty sure we
Sounds
would
like a
die.
bee.
I do sound like an electric shaver. Yes, that's perfect.
Mackable guys, like I was tempted to send my signed bottle of Smokin' Ed's Reaper extract,
We would try it.
but 2 million Scoville is rough, but quite the rush.
We would try it. I would, at least.
Sounds like an electric toothbrush.
Yes, correct.
I would probably try it.
I think we would have to.
I would try it, but we'd definitely regret it. I'll
Like,
tell you that.
like a small little dabby dab.
Is there real pizza? Indeed. We had some
Yes,
earlier.
we already had our Pizza Friday because I made the mistake of ordering it and not scheduling it.
Ever heard of Dave's Insanity Sauce?
Okay, we're gonna get to the point where we're gonna refuse to do spicy stuff. I
Yeah,
just will
like,
say, like
once-
it's a gimmick for a little bit, but then once it happens all the time, so like,
We're not like destroyed for the weekend.
yes.
No, I would refuse to do anything that has the potential to send me to the emergency room.
Well, just a little like if it's on there and then you like lick your finger won't send you to the emergency room. If you eat something covered in it,
Yeah.
but not just trying it, you would be fine. Sort of.
As long as we have lots of milk.
Any whiskey fans?
I like whiskey in coffee. And whiskey on its own, it needs to be a very good whiskey.
Regardless of what happens with spicy stuff, I'm gonna be able to poop like a champion afterwards because I have enough fiber in my diet to handle. I have
Just-
enough fiber for the moment.
Eat it
You have
dry.
enough fiber for the year.
Just
with
pour
that.
it in your mouth. You can drink water afterwards.
Does South Africa have a heavy accent? Depends on where you go.
Yeah, but
Gosput.
yeah, my buddy.
I hate
Oh, wait.
There's
unless
some
it comes-
parts of South Africa that sound very common.
Do your
Sizzle.
that's it. I couldn't remember a name.
How to make a braai pie. How to tell if your batteries are dead or alive.
Oh, stop.
What are you on?
Stop.
I don't know, I can't really talk like that. I can just copy you.
There's now a conspiracy theory that the presenters during the PS5 event were CGI. I saw people talking about that.
No, they weren't.
I know they weren't. I saw people talking about it.
That's not hard to understand. You just need experience with more accents.
Yeah,
I mean,
once you hear it enough.
there's even certain American accents that I struggle to understand just because I'm not used to them.
Yeah.
Like the really heavy ones that even other Americans are like,
Sorry, you what?
Okay.
But usually it's where they don't actually use the real words. And
earn.
Yeah. I say this in seriousness. If you don't want to suffer, then don't try any novelty level spicy sauce. Milk and bread and yogurt don't help once you get a certain level of spice. Speaking from experience as someone that loves spicy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen people just nothing helps and they're like chugging a bottle of milk and everything.
Been great, but I gotta go. Bye, names. Go here. Looking back at the Spider-Man topic, why anyone thought it was an expansion was moronic. No.
No. That's just how they do games these days.
Yeah, there wasn't enough to indicate that it was a full game. Especially calling it Spider-Man Miles Morales is absolutely how you name DLCs.
Yeah.
So it's not moronic. Just because you can't imagine yourself thinking that way, it doesn't mean that other people are moronic for thinking that.
I mean, sometimes Final Fantasy 15, they put vital story information in DLC.
Caitlin's still salty about that.
I will forever be salty. Hate it.
You drink vodka to numb the spiciness.
Do you have a modern ATX MOBO?
Well, do you?
1, 2, 3.
Several.
Do you?
I've never finished Final Fantasy
I
15.
think I have like 4
I
or
haven't
5
either.
in this office.
Play episode Ignis and then just forget about the rest of the game. All that matters.
They say they just restarted it this week, though. Like how in the Star Wars
They
movie.
said it was a full-featured expansion. They did not. They actually didn't say anything during the stream, and then they came out afterwards, an hour ago, and said it's a standalone game, not an expansion.
Yeah.
So
That's
even
out
you
there.
saying it's an expansion doesn't line up with Insomniac's tweet that just said it's a full-featured game, a full standalone game.
I just had something shipped to your PO box for next Thursday. Hope it arrives in time.
Perfect, Flamer Gamer. We would love to show that off on stream for Fan Mail Friday. So when should I play the DLC? So the DLC, as far as I'm aware, tells the backstory of everything so that you can
No,
understand.
no.
Does Ignis not do that?
Okay, look. Sure, it tells extra information. The game makes sense without it, but you lose a massive part of, just character development, like important character development. So when I play the game, I play the DLC at the end of the game. And by the end of the game, I was like, meh. And then I played the DLC, which is each of the other characters, and it dives into their actual stories, and you're like, wow, these are such good characters. I wish I had these feelings for you during the actual game.
The anime actually expanded on that too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. A lot happens with Ignis. I don't know how much I can spoil or whatever.
The game's been out for 3 years.
Okay.
Spoil all of it.
So at a certain part of the game, he loses his sight.
Which I don't remember after playing the game.
He goes blind, and that's like a really big, difficult thing for the team to overcome. But when that happened, I was just like, oh, shame. What happened to you? Did you get hit by some flying debris? That sucks, bro. But like, there's another character death. I don't know. Meh. But when you actually find out in the DLC how it happened and what he sacrificed to save Noctis by sacrificing his sight, go, Ignis is best boy. Honestly. And then there's like a separate ending if you play episode Ignis. The whole game can end in that alternate ending, which is so much better than the actual ending. Arguably. I prefer that
The
ending.
main character's fiance dies and you feel nothing because they didn't tell the story well.
Oh yeah, I don't even know much about her.
She gets murdered like 6 hours into the game and you're just like, oh, bummer. Was I supposed to think that was important?
It's a Final Fantasy game. People die.
Flamer Gamer, I'm excited. Stop teasing.
So I would like to say play the DLC when they happen in the story, but I'm scared some of the DLC spoils the ending. Because it's really difficult, because I would rather you get to the part in the story, then play that character's DLC, and then carry on with Final Fantasy 15. But it's really difficult to avoid spoilers doing that, because as soon as each DLC ends, in the end credits, they play scenes from right before the final battle. So it's kind of...
Weird.
You
Weird
kinda-
timeline there.
Yeah, you kind of have to finish the game and then play the DLC, which sucks because it makes you care about the characters after the game's already finished.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just was totally messed up and pointless. That stuff, the DLC should have been in the base game. Like it should have taken you out. Now you're playing as Ignis or Prompt or whoever, and now you're playing their story. And you can carry on with the main story afterwards, but
life hack.
Yeah, there's no Horizon Zero Dawn release date. Yeah, June 20th. That's the day. And then
is the day.
There is also another question that I lost.
Sonomu's opened his thing of nuggets upside down. And there's nugget crumbs all over his bed now.
No! You're watching us in bed? What about Stray? Is that a release title? I don't think they put a date with that. Or if they did, it was definitely 2021. But that looked weird. For sure. I'm excited for it.
Fun fact, I bought the PS4 Special Edition just for that game and stopped at Chapter 3.
Chapter 3 is where everything... that's where it opens up and you can like complete all of the side quests and never have to move on. Like you can spend like a good 15-20 hours in Chapter 3.
I am so angry about that game.
I'm pretty sure that's where I stopped. Was just going everywhere.
But you can just continue the mission.
I know, but I don't. I always go for side quests and stuff.
It was fun to explore. There's so many good side quests. It was a really fun game. It's just the story was handled so terribly. And worst of all, they like years after it came out, it was at least a year. It might have been 2 years. They released the Royal Edition.
When it launched on PC is when they launched the Royal Edition.
So as soon as the Windows Edition came out, they redid the ending.
They did?
Yeah, so like they added.
Wait, it's a new ending?
No, they expanded the ending so that it's better. So it pissed me off so much. I didn't know that until my friend played it, and I watched him play the ending. And I was like, "What? This wasn't in the original." So they added new levels and stuff. There's like a whole level you can explore the city beforehand, which is whatever. It's just extra things to explore. But the actual ending. So instead of going from you fight your way up, like you fight Ifrit or something, one big boss, and then you go directly into the battle with Arden.
Yeah. And
you just sort of leave your bros behind.
And that was
you
like
get to the door, right? And then you're like, sorry, guys.
It was a trophy too, and it was just like, this is just part of the game. Why did I
You get to the door where you're gonna pass through, and Noctis goes alone, and he's just like, sorry, guys, I'm on my own. And I'm just like, why? You're fighting. Go team up on the dude. Kill him. But he's no, I have to go alone. And they're like, here, take this photo of me and whatever. Take this photo of me and Sid, what her name was.
Shadow Assassin, maybe send me the information that I need to go ask the post about it on Discord DM so that I can check back with them on Friday next week.
So now,
because I can't reference, hey, you guys have a package for me. I would need the tracking number and the details about it. So you can send me a Discord DM and I'll make that happen.
So now in the new Royal Edition or the PC version, when you get there, you fight more battles. You fight the kings of old as the other characters.
Well, that makes so much more sense as to why you had to go get the damn weapons.
Each of the characters comes in and they have a moment in their like story. They're like, I will not be a weak fatty anymore. I will defend my friend, or whatever their stories were. And then they fight these like ghost king monsters. And so by the end of it, they're heckin' worn out. And Noctis is like, it's my turn, guys. I will fight for you and the world. And they're all like half dead after these battles. Now it makes sense. Previously, they were all like up and ready to go, and Noctis is just like, see you later, fam. So no, it's a much more fulfilling ending. And it makes me so mad, because I'm not going to play it.
Rip for all the games ruined that way.
I'm so mad about the game. I had a lot of fun playing it, but I was also heavily disappointed.
The PC version is a good port.
Yeah.
It's pretty good looking. It does everything well.
As far as ports go, that's probably one of the better.
They took 18 months to make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, they put a lot of effort into it for sure. Is Catelyn spoiling the whole game? Yes. The whole 3.5-year-old game. Yes.
If you haven't played it by now,
are you really going to get to it? And if so, spoilers.
We did preface it with Spoilers.
Basically, if you're playing it now, play the Royal Edition or whatever the most recent one is, Windows Edition.
Maybe I should get the PC version. I mean, I've
Isn't
seen
it on Stadia?
Yeah, it is. I've seen it go on sale a couple of times.
Either play the Windows or the Royal Edition, because there's a lot of valuable stuff in there that I didn't get to experience.
Don't get the PC version if you're running AMD because it performs like trash on AMD cards. Trash. Stuttery, trashy garbage. That's actually why. But that's NVIDIA GameWorks, not necessarily the port.
Yeah. They said you just need the tracking number. Do I DM you in the
Yes.
Discord? Yeah. I think it's on
Excuse me.
Xbox Games Pass.
That makes sense. It's an old game, so
They're so good.
I think it launched the same day as the PS4 Pro in South Africa.
Possible.
Because I bought both at the same time.
I got it a year after it released for super cheap on sale after all the DLC came out. So I thought I had the complete edition, and then I didn't.
Is the
Pretty
unboxing
lame.
over? Yes, it is.
Yeah, we finished all of the Family on Friday. We're now just consuming the snacks that we got. Gummy
Half a
pizza.
gummy pizza.
And Caitlin's just snacking on the spicy Skittles.
They're so good.
I'm still dying after that lemon juice.
How badly does your mouth just like taste of lemon?
I just want more water.
Hmm.
Is essentially.
I'm gonna get more water. I'm holding out for Red Dead Redemption 2 on Xbox Game Pass. I don't want to have to pay for it. That's fine.
I feel like it will come eventually.
Yeah. They're adding a big game soon. I forget what it was.
You look so confused.
Yeah, no, I read an article saying what game was coming to Game Pass, and I was like, oh, hey, I should tell Reese about that. Now I can't remember it at all.
Sonimus is angry because I'm not finishing the snacks. You got me.
The lemon juice?
I think he's talking about the lemon juice.
Finish the snacks, Reese. Don't disrespect his gift.
Respect the drip car.
Sonamus, I will have your fiber cereal for breakfast tomorrow and report back on my bowel movements on Monday.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
For science.
I don't have a problem taking a picture of my poo.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Other people might have a problem with viewing it.
Yep, I need some water. I will say Sonimus best lemon juice I ever did had.
Gonna need photographic evidence. You got it. Better yet, do it for a whole week and write a daily poop journal just for the Reddit. I don't think I'll do a journal. I'm not gonna write it down, but I keep regular track of my bowels as it is. I'm pretty regular, so if anything different happens, I will notice. I'm very conscious of my defecation time.
Wow. Alright, and another thing, if you're playing Final Fantasy 15,
Are you still on this?
watch. I was reading a comment. Watch Kingsglaive and watch the anime thing, and watch Arden's story or whatever. Even if you don't understand any of it, just
It does help to
Just
give
watch.
context. Yeah. Kingsglaive doesn't make more sense after playing the game.
no.
I don't know why, but I put my water back there.
I have a hard time letting go of stuff that triggers me.
It's built up game trauma.
I was so traumatized. I was so mad.
What about colon below the cereal? It really cleans your colon. I had it once when my cousin bought it. I'll just take regular fiber. I don't need nothing that's gonna blow me out. You want to talk about something that would blow up my colon? South African beef. Do you remember me telling you about this? I would have the worst case of diarrhea after eating mince in South Africa.
Where are you buying your mints?
Yeah, I had
Everywhere.
the same question.
Woolies, Pick and Pay, a butcher, didn't matter. No matter what type of beef I had, what type of mince I had, it would clean me out.
Really?
That's whack.
It was. I was terrified of. But like ordering from places like McDonald's or actual restaurants and getting their burgers, it was fine. And it
How
wasn't
were
that
you-
we
how were
it
you
wasn't we
cooking?
were not undercooking it. We were not undercooking it. Because it was very continuous for the entire 4 years that we were there. No matter what we tried differently or how we prepared it, it always screwed with me. And nobody else.
That's whack.
It was.
Weird.
What about the pizza you got that gave you food poisoning once? I think it was around the first time I discovered you guys. I don't remember that.
I got food poisoning real bad from pizza once.
remember
Maybe
that.
I was telling the story back then.
Okay.
My first week in Belita, because I moved there for college,
Uh-huh.
I went to a Debonair's in Gateway Mall, the big, huge one.
Yeah.
And like we had lunch there. My parents
Debonair's makes sense. I was like, what pizza place did we get that would have given us food poisoning?
Debonair's.
Yeah. My family all had pizza and stuff. We all got like small little, the real deal, whatever it is. And we were chilling around and I got something meaty. And I noticed what looked like a mushroom on mine.
Oh, no.
And then I'm eating the pizza and I'm halfway through. I'm like, I don't remember this pizza ever having mushrooms.
Oh, no.
What was it?
I do not know, but I
He ate it.
suspect that is what gave me the worst food poisoning of my life.
Just like a mound of mold, maybe?
I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. But for that next week, like the entire week, I was in like a fever-induced dream.
Huh.
It was worst. I should have been in the hospital. Looking back,
Yeah.
I should have been in the hospital. My mom stayed with an extra week because they were supposed to leave that weekend. My mom stayed just to like look after me
Wow.
for that week.
That sounds like when I got tick bite fever.
It was bad. Like, I'm not even kidding. That was probably the closest I've ever come to dying.
Hectic.
That is. Yeah. Did it taste funny?
It didn't. That's the whole bad thing.
I don't think I'd ever be able to eat a pizza again.
No, like that,
You're very freaking big.
because it was hours afterward and it was just like, I'm not feeling well.
Mm.
And yeah, it was just, I don't remember what happened that week. It was, like I said, a fever dream.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know what it was. I mean,
Maybe they just put on meat that was bad.
rat meat. Maybe a rat fell in there.
I wouldn't put it
Ingredients.
past Debonair's.
Fair. I think I had their pizza once or twice, and I was just like, no, I'm good. I
Yeah,
don't need to have Debonair's.
as far as I remember, that was the only pizza place in the
Gateway Shopping Center.
yeah, the food court area.
Okay.
Like otherwise, because we were all just getting whatever we wanted from the different things and then meeting up at the food court tables. Like it's not like I went into another restaurant, sat
Yeah.
down and had a pizza.
Right.
Bad pizza or your tongue was bad. Bad meats on pizza, sick for 3 days. I think it was the meat because something on there looked like a mushroom and there was no mushroom on that pizza.
I should not have done that. I should not have done that.
Yike.
But that was bad.
Nah, thanks.
No such thing as bad pizza. I mean, when it puts you into a fever for a week, I'll call that a bad pizza.
Pizza fever.
I got a fever. I had it once from McDonald's coming out top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like heckin' dehydrated after that week and just I couldn't keep any food down.
That's bad.
Why are the mushrooms moving, Mommy?
The last bad sickness I had was like after going swimming in a dam. And I don't know what it was, but I was so dehydrated afterwards I had to go get a drip.
I've only been on drip once in my life.
That was my first time and hopefully my last time.
You look like you're gonna say something, but
I got nothing. Important question so I can judge you. Who's everyone's favorite video games character?
Sephiroth. Sephiroth's my favorite villain. Video game character, I guess.
I'm actually struggling with this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking about all the games that I like, and I always find a reason to despise the character that you're playing as.
I'm thinking of like if I had to sum it down to like a single character, which one would I have a figurine of on my desk?
Okay.
Sephiroth. I don't really like buying figurines.
Lord Shaxx from Destiny.
Yeah, I don't think it would be anybody from Persona because they're all moody teenage idiots.
Yeah. Especially like the character you play as because it's you.
Yeah, and even
Whoa!
like Final Fantasy people aren't.
Captain Quark.
There's another Fundin Hiffle in the chat, or Hevel, or
Yeah.
however you want to pronounce the regional thing. What's up, fam?
As a kid, I had so much hate for Captain Quark. I hated his guts.
Same.
Like, hated
Same.
him so much.
It's Captain Quark.
Captain
From
Quark
Ratchet and
from
Clank.
Ratchet and
Okay.
Clank. Like, in the first game,
I never played the originals.
he betrays you, like, but hardcore betrays you. And I was like, oh, how could you do this, you butthole? And I never forgave him.
Ash said, Doom guy.
That's easy. Yeah. I watched the Ratchet and Clank trailer again, and I realized that the voice actor for Ratchet, which I knew this, is the same voice actor as Tidus in Final Fantasy X. It's James Arnold Taylor, who's also Obi-Wan in Clone Wars.
The current Ratchet?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
not
for
the
movie-
original Ratchet.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
100 biddies.
100 biddies from Bacchus. Thank you for the biddies.
Kratos always got the PlayStation when you God of War came out. I understand that one.
That's cool.
I love God of War,
It's
but like,
Obi-Wan's voice actor. Yeah, well, Final Fantasy X came out before, but whatever.
Kratos is very much not a likable character.
No, and that's intentional. He's
No, it's great.
yeah.
It's a very well done, unlikable character.
Yeah, even my favorite Final Fantasy game is 8, and Squall is just
A moody teenager.
moody idiot. And Final Fantasy X, Tidus is just too.
Oh, he's so sweet.
He's kind of a dunce sometimes.
No, he's got a heart of gold.
He's got a heart of gold and a brain of mush.
Worst character is totally Kamari. He's just there as like cannon fodder. You don't use him
That's
for
fine.
anything.
Yeah, I know.
And the worst part is if you don't level him up, you can't get further in the game because he has like a one-on-one battle. So dumb.
I just got called Australian in chat.
Oh, you are. Like I can't think of a single game that I thoroughly enjoy where I completely and wholeheartedly relate to the characters in the game without finding some sort of like, nah, I don't like you for this reason. I can enjoy the game, but yeah, you fall apart for me. Noctis is so moody.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really good,
He's like an emo prince. That's it.
but that's his character.
Right, and I just like it was a fun game to play, but I don't relate to him at all. And Sora's a moron.
No, Sora's great.
He is an idiot.
Yeah,
He also has a
great.
heart of gold, and he
Oh,
loves
man.
people, and he has no real ability to perceive people's intentions, which is kind of
Yeah,
a
that's
downfall
true.
when you're trying to save the world.
He kind of enforces his friendship upon people.
Yes.
My favorite Kingdom Hearts character is Riku because he was the only sensible one.
And even then, he didn't do things appropriately.
Mostly he did.
No.
Like what?
No. He's doing things sensibly after he screwed it all up.
Yeah, but he understood
even a
that,
re-
and then he tries to repent for what he did. He was corrupted by Xehanort.
He let himself be corrupted by Xehanort. No. He wasn't just automatically corrupted. He let that happen.
Yes, but he was struggling.
So,
He made a mistake, but he repented.
Nah. The reason he hasn't fully come
Good
back around is because
character
he's still dealing
development.
with it. Absolutely. I'm not saying there's no depth to the character. I'm just saying he wouldn't ever be my favorite just because, like...
He's my favorite in Kingdom Hearts. Riku's great.
Any game ever make you cry?
No.
Except when he starts going around telling people, I can smell you. You smell like darkness.
It smells like beef.
Any game ever make you
Handsome,
cry?
I knew it was you. I could smell you. Kingdom Hearts is weird.
Ice Killer says Oliver from Nino Kuni.
I still need to play Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, you need to play the Wrath of the White Witch. It's by far better.
I think this weekend, I'm going to start streaming Last of Us to get ready for part 2.
Yes!
That's pretty good.
Last of Us is the only game that's made me cry in recent memory.
Yeah, I don't know of any.
Oliver in Ni no Kuni is fantastic. He's a little kid, but he has to go through so much tragedy and heartbreak, and he still manages to come out all right. It's so inspiring.
I have the opposite problem as Brett. I have too many favorites. Give us 3.
Yeah.
Yay, he's streaming. Maybe, might happen, might not. Don't hold me accountable for anything ever.
Brett's getting ready to complain about Last of Us Part 2. I mean, you can't give Last of Us Part 2 a fair chance if you haven't played The Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't hate on it as much.
You're going kayak.
Yeah.
What do you think about
Apparently.
the new Oddworld on PS5?
I remember playing a little bit of Abe's Odyssey when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Or teenager, actually. But I didn't ever get through the games because I don't think I appreciated the depth to them. And so it looks really good. I'm incredibly excited that they're doing it. I think I just need to experience more of the world before I can be excited for the new game.
You know, the one game that made me ugly cry, like ever, was Crisis Core on PSP. That's the only game that like made me like depressed for a solid week. I cried so hard. And the worst part was I knew the story. I knew it was going to happen, and when it happened, I couldn't take it.
J Funky, platformers are dead. I don't know what you're talking about. They showed off 0 platformers yesterday on the PS5. None.
Brett will die on that hill.
Hush. that was a good response. Garrus from Mass Effect, Zach Fair from Crisis Core, and Midna from LOZTP.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Aha.
Midna was great. Garrus, amazing. Garrus is my hands down favorite character from the Mass Effect series. I have not played Crisis Core, so I can't.
If you can emulate that game somehow, you gotta.
There's PSP emulators.
The story is so good.
You can play the PSP on your phone.
Yeah.
Joker Johnny says their pizza's there.
Nice.
Pizza Friday.
Pizza Friday. Eat the pizza.
It's also a big reason why Sephiroth's my favorite character, because it goes a lot into how he was before he went cray-cray.
Cray-cray.
I don't think I've played very many emotional games.
Persona?
I don't really go for the things that have terribly intense stories.
Final Fantasy? Every Final Fantasy ever?
Every Final Fantasy ever starts this way. You're in a kingdom, you have no idea what the hell's going on. You're somehow part of the storyline, just deal with it, okay? Now go fight some people, and guess what? Hey, there's really high stakes, and now you gotta murder God and try to deal with that. And then, great, you were actually just fake the entire time. Did you know that? You weren't really who you thought you were!
Ha ha!
Ha ha! Every Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy X was like gut-wrenching. It was horrible.
Hey, guess what? Your dad sinned, but you're not really real, so nothing that just happened actually matters because you're not around anymore.
What?
Final Fantasy VIII, the exact same thing. Hey, guess what? That witch you're trying to kill is actually your adopted mom.
What makes you cry isn't the overall, like, complicated story. It's the human moments in between.
No, because I'm sitting in that moment being like, how does this work? How the hell am I supposed to reconcile this with everything I just learned?
There's, like, this moment where, like, Yuna is having her first massive breakdown crying because she's gonna die to save the world.
Oh, no.
And Tidus just holds her.
You signed up for this. Deal with it.
Horrible.
My life is hard. You chose it. I don't like it. Then choose something else. I can't. Why? Because I don't wanna. Okay, Yuna.
I'm trying to think more now about like games that I've played that have heavily impacted me emotionally,
Ni no Kuni.
which I haven't played.
I think you'd like it. There's a whole bunch of like missions and sticker collecting. Man,
Heck
I
yeah.
spent hundreds of hours on that game.
I'm a completionist when it comes to
And
games, so
you
yes.
gotta catch the Pokemon, and then some Pokemon are rare and they only come in certain places, and then you need to farm items from the rare Pokemon that only have a specific chance of dropping, so that you can synthesize something else to get the trophy. Oh, I can't believe how much time I spent on that.
Brett, I love JRPGs. Also, Brett, I hate emo kids. I mean, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I like fitting in certain environments, but I don't belong to those environments.
I need to play more emotional games.
I have zero desire to play Journey, even though people say it's so amazing and the journey's so beautiful. No, not going to touch it. No, thank
It's a
you.
great game.
I know. I've heard it. I heard that's a great game. I'm going to pass.
I'm glad I experienced it,
Cool.
but I won't go back to it.
Okay.
It's good for one playthrough. It takes you like 2-3 hours. Was there a scary ass game you couldn't finish?
No.
Dead Space until I beat it. Out of spite.
Fear with the audio off is pretty boring.
Triggered.
Couldn't finish Dead Space for years, and then I got sick of my friend making fun of me, so I beat it. I hated every second of it.
Trying to think. I haven't played many horror games, to be honest. Like that especially that I've finished.
I think after Dead Space, I've got, like, I can do it now. I think that was the pinnacle, and nothing can come
I couldn't
close.
finish Dead Space. Me and my friends had to like tag team and like swap out, and then like watch the other one play, and then we'd swap out when they've had enough.
Horrible.
We finished it like over a weekend when we did that because we were all at my friend's house, and there were like 3 of us, and we would like swap out and swap out and swap out. And we just kept that going the whole time.
I refused to even play the sequels. Like, after I finished it, I was done. Great game. Never again.
Play scary games in the dark. That's the only way to play it.
No.
Yes.
I don't play games in the dark.
Got it. Play Alien. That is a game I will never touch at all. Alien Isolation. I've never played a game that made me feel like Prey before that. I've watched gameplay of that. Absolute no from me.
That's only because I don't like being forced to stealth. I like the option of it, which was great about The Last of Us. You can either stealth or you can go guns blazing.
Yeah. I can't do games where I'm having to hide and like you have no real way of fighting back or anything like that.
But I loved Resident Evil 7. That was the only Resident Evil game I've finished. It was great. And you weren't forced to stealth. You could just run and hope for the best.
If horror games can't make you scared with the lights on, it's not that good.
Exactly.
My wife platinumed Alien Isolation. Dang. Mom's just says you're totally triggering them right now. I'm kind of surprised there was no Final Fantasy 16 or 7 Part 2 news. That makes sense to me. I don't think they were anywhere near ready to show anything like that. Also Platinum Outlast 1 and 2. Nope. I've considered getting that. I've considered getting Outlast for my Switch.
Yeah. Is that on Switch?
Yeah.
The original. Is 2 on there as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because it's been a few years now. Maybe I can handle it, but
don't be a weak baby.
It was on sale for really cheap not too long ago too. I think it was like 87 Rand or something like that.
Nier was a really emotional game. Original Nier.
Another game.
Automata had its moments, but Nier was a lot more human.
I can't wait to play Horizon 2. Hopefully it comes out with the PS5.
It's not going to be launch. They would have said it was launch if it was launch.
I agree. If it was
It'll
a
be
launch
next year.
title, that would be the first game I would get, but it's not. I don't think it's going to launch.
Yeah,
with it.
Miles Morales looks like to be the launch title.
Yeah.
That might be the one that's like paired with it. Which what better game than something that they not only own on the game console, but they also own the rights for the movies.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense that they would release Spider-Man as the launch, a flagship. It's close enough to the original one. It will show all of the enhancements of the new one. You'll be able to web swing a lot faster. Oh, yeah. It'll be really cool. Kind of want to know more about Project Athea. Don't worry, you'll get that in the DLCs.
That's how they work. In 1 year's time, do you think a $1,000 PC would be more powerful than the
In
PS5?
a year's time, yeah. Now, nope. Which we're going to be building that today on stream. I'll be building what I'm calling the Ultimate Console Destroyer.
I like. If it launches in 2 colors, I'll buy a black one every day. As cool as the white one is. I will if they don't launch with a white or black option, like a pure black option, I don't think I'll pick up a PlayStation 5 at launch. I'll wait for the all black version.
I wouldn't want the white version.
I'm just scared of the controller getting all gross.
Debrand. Once it gets gross, debrand it. There you go. Slap a new one on there. You know what I think?
What?
Just had the thought. For Miles Morales, what if it was originally supposed to be the side journey in the original game, but they couldn't fit it in? And that's why it's so close to development, and that's why they're pushing it so hard with the PS5 hardware, because they were already working on this. And they had to cut so much story from Miles Morales, because he was a huge part of the original game. But they probably wanted to do more, like his transformation into Spider-Man, which they kind of teased at, but never really got around to. Okay. So if that was already planned, then all they had to do is just pivot to develop for the new engine.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. Yes, you can debrand your stuff, especially if it's getting grody. Just put a new skin on it. If you're dirty, don't take a shower. Just
put layers
get a
and
new
layers
skin.
of skin.
Yes. Bye, Bacchus. Thanks for tuning in, friend.
Check ya.
I don't want to sell my PS4 Pro towards the PS5. Now-ish would probably be the best time, because as soon as the new one comes out, they're not going to be worth as much. I don't think the value is going to tank, but doing it now should. If you're not going to play Last of Us Part 2, you're not going to play Ghost of Tsushima, and you're not really if you're not looking to enjoy the new games that are launching, the last few games, then maybe getting ready for the launch now would make sense.
Or you keep your console until it becomes super retro. I still have my silver fat PS2 that works brilliantly.
I kind of want to get a PS4 Pro because I won't get the PS5 within 2 years, most likely. Then buy one as the PS5 launches from someone selling theirs cheap to get the PS5.
Yep. Yeah, you can get a PS4 on launch day for cheap. I just have to make sure I have enough money available when pre-orders become available.
Yeah.
Because I need to get in on that first round.
I'm scared they're going to sell out. They're just not going to have enough to go around. I have my original NES, SNES, Genesis, Saturn, N64, PS1, Dreamcast, and PS2.
I will probably never sell them. Probably just keep them until they're broken.
I'm still sad that our PlayStation 1 got given away.
Yeah, that's depressing. We still have the PS1, but I don't know if it works. It's so old and wasn't taken care of. But my PS2 still works, and it is superior.
Droybox says he has all the consoles they've ever owned, except for my Atari.
My original PlayStation died.
My original PlayStation was fine. It got shelved when I got my PS2, and then years later when we were like looking for it again,
Yeah.
my mom's like, "Oh no, she gave it to these other homeschool kids."
My PS1 died. We had to, or my original PlayStation died. Then we had to get a PS1 because we couldn't play the games. Sad.
I still have my PSP. The one X button worked because I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts on it.
I was J Funky.
So I had to get that fixed, and then I think the guy fixing my PSP did something and borked my screen because he told me I need to replace the screen as well, and the screen was fine. So now it's got a gross screen on it, and I don't know how to get a better screen for my PSP.
eBay? You just looked at eBay?
I don't know how. I can't install it myself. I will wreck it if I do
You might
that.
be able to take it to like a phone repair shop.
Yeah.
They might be able to do it.
Maybe. Because I took it to
And they
a
would just have
guy
to look
that
at
does it, but
Sonmu said he finally figured out what to get his dad for Father's Day.
And there's probably also like all of the like comic book shops around here that also have.
well, I guess they could.
They might have a repair center.
Especially the ones that have all those retro consoles that they've got lined up.
Yeah.
We went to that one. Can't remember the name. But they had...
Yeah, it's right down the street.
It's a
Yeah.
PSP 3000, and I had a better screen. And whatever screen that's got put in now has a lot of like ghost images on it. Kind of bad.
Rip for all those PlayStations that just went missing after they were shelved and put in the cupboard. I definitely think even with the iFixit toolkits we have and a guide,
We could do it. I don't like screens just because there's so many small ribbon cables, and
I know, it's the ribbon.
I do not have tender fingers.
It's the ribbon cables
rip
that
stuff.
terrify me. Out of like any repair thing ever, ribbon cables are like my worst nightmare.
I would rip stuff. I'm not very good at that kind of crap. Anything that requires like fine detail.
I have wanted to do the whole thing where you get an old original Game Boy and then you actually give it a new backlit screen.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. Like you can get all the parts on eBay and stuff like that.
I think $600 for a PS5 disc edition makes sense, and $500 for the digital edition makes sense.
I like that they've given us the choice at launch.
Yes, that is
It's
nice.
not a digital only edition that's come years down the line.
Yeah.
My last physical games that I bought were the ones that came bundled with my PS4 Pro, which I wouldn't have bought either way.
I've just gotten a few special editions lately.
Okay, the only other but this is not PlayStation, it's cartridges, physical versions of cartridge games that came for Switch.
Don't they run faster on Switch than some SD cards, I guess?
Yeah, I specifically looked at getting a fast supported SD card. So right now it's basically even.
Okay. Are the cartridges faster than internal storage?
I don't know.
What?
I haven't checked that.
Nice, Sonomus.
That's a wholesome moment right there.
I have a similar story that's less wholesome. So for I think it was Christmas of 2006, 2007, somewhere in there, my dad was broke because he just recently had gone through a divorce with my mom. And he was like, well, I'm declaring bankruptcy, and I have a credit card at CompUSA. So I can either get you a PS3 or I can buy you a computer. And then I'm just going to declare bankruptcy. And so I got my first gaming computer.
Well, dang.
Yay, divorce.
It wasn't just the divorce. It was also the housing market had collapsed, and my dad was a roof salesman at the time. And so his job went under. So no, that must have been 2007, 2008, somewhere in there.
I also have a good console. It was, I think for my 13th birthday, I had previously asked my parents for a PS2, but they were like, we can't afford this. So I had like shuttered all expectations of it being something like that. And then they call me into my grand's flat. She's got the present there, and I open it, and it's a silver Fat Boy PS2. I was basically in tears.
Nice. So my PS2 is also a nice story because we had the PS1, and I knew the PS2 came out, but I wasn't like aware that like we could buy it or anything. We weren't asking for it.
Yeah.
But my dad was upgrading his sound system for our house, and when he came back from it was Best Buy or some electronics store, and he was like, "Okay, here's the new sound system, and here's your PlayStation. I bought a cheaper receiver so we could buy you guys a PlayStation."
Wholesome right there.
Yes. Oh, Jay Funky, that story about my dad with the PS3 and the PC, that's not that gives me no feels whatsoever.
Is that just like
it was a cold, calculated, hey, I don't have to pay for this, get a free computer.
I'm just thinking back. I got that Yu-Gi-Oh!
Duelists of the Roses.
That's the exact one as the bundled game with that
Yep.
PlayStation.
That one and Tekken 4.
So
They're the
good.
games we got.
My daughter will always have the newest console since my wife is console trash. Wow, dude. Dude. When you and your wife get married, what's hers is yours, and what's yours is hers. You are console trash, too, my friend.
Communism.
Also, Reese being homeschooled, now he's immediately my blood brother. I feel that.
Wiener cousins.
You gotta do the. There's this weird bond that homeschool kids have.
So you're all cousins?
All Wiener cousins.
Hey, we actually don't know how to socialize. What's up?
Hey, we cannot socialize properly together.
Yeah.
Isn't that called socializing?
No, because it's not. It's actually not. If you see homeschoolers get together, it's the most antisocial socializing you'll ever see. It's like social distancing, essentially.
That's
Stay
cringy.
6 feet away, don't actually know how to talk about anything ever, and be just like, oh yeah, I was homeschooled too. Which curriculum did your mom use?
Essentially.
Oh,
Did you use a faith-based curriculum?
We had homeschool kids unite, but
So-
really slowly and awkwardly because we don't know how to interact with other people.
And basically your entire identity is that you're homeschooled?
Everybody else makes it your identity because they have normal lives.
Yes.
Or
So you're the atypical one, and you have to be defined by the fact that you're not normal.
Because that's the only questions you'll get. You're homeschooled? What's that like?
Oh, I would love if I didn't have to do anything all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do school in my pajamas.
I mean, I did. It was glorious. We're all family now. That explains a lot.
It does explain a lot. I think we're attracting a specific type of crowd.
I've noticed. Although-
Rickus too.
Yeah, Rickus was a
Rickus was
homeschool boy.
homeschooled? Oh,
Rickus was homeschooled more than Reese was.
wow. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does.
Looking back, I choose to go to school. Same, Sonomoose. But only for certain reasons. It had its perks.
I was not homeschooled.
I like the odd one out.
No, I went to a real school.
Oh,
I went to a high-end school.
well, fancy.
I was in a world-ranked school.
I was in government
I
school.
have big brain. Mine, yeah, ours are government schools, actually. We actually do have good government schools here.
My government schools were the best in the area.
High school diplomas
won
are
awards.
just a showpiece, regardless of where you get them from. Nobody gives a crap after you graduate high school unless you stay in the hometown that you went to high school in.
I mean,
That's the only time anybody ever cares about your high school diploma at all.
Yeah.
Is the people who you probably went to high school with. If you go find normal people who've moved on, they don't
They don't give
care.
a rip. You go to the city and they're like, can you do this? Sweet.
I teach industrial robotics, and I've had homeschool kids in my class, and then they leave.
What is the socializing you're talking about? Don't get it.
Why do you need to print out your high school diploma? Do you know how much I've needed my high school diploma in the decade, 12 years since I've graduated? Not once. I don't even know where my diploma is.
Didn't you need it for college application? That's
No, because you get into college before you even graduate.
Really?
I knew I was going to UF before I even graduated high school. The only thing that can happen is you failed the last semester and they're like, no, you can't come now. But they just get your transcripts. Your diploma is meaningless.
But
your diploma is certification of nothing. They need your transcripts.
Right.
Which you get from the school and you don't get handed. I don't even know where my high school or my college diplomas are. Because they're just showpieces of nothing.
I suppose so.
Oh snap. EA just posted pilots wanted tune in for the reveal of the Star Wars Squadron thing. I think that's their VR thing that you get that special helmet that they make.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much worse since you said that. You have to have a proprietary VR helmet. Hard pass. I think.
Oh, cool. More VR stuff I don't care about. I'm pretty sure it's the Rogue Squadron stuff.
Here you need the diploma to apply for a teacher job. I'm using diploma in the actual sense of a physical piece of paper, not your degree. Your degree is based on your transcripts. Your degree does not get shown on your diploma. If your diploma goes up in fire, guess what? You still have your degree. Degrees are valuable. Diplomas are useless. Diplomas are things you hang on the wall to show off. Hey, I graduated from Harvard. Just say I graduated from Harvard.
Who are you and how did you get in my
Well,
house?
I'm a Harvard grad! Look! Look at what I did!
They were valuable half a century ago. Agreed.
They're still valuable. Degrees are still valuable in certain fields. Absolutely.
Diplomas more. They were valuable.
Diplomas are a piece of paper.
Yeah.
No, you burned those. Nobody ever needed diplomas. Ever. They were never valuable. Besides kissing your own ass. What about video editing? No, experience matters in that. Not at all.
It's more
I would never
formality.
ever hire somebody because they went to school for video editing and had less experience than somebody who just had experience that entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And if they could do the same thing, I wouldn't at all value the person who went to school over the person who just has the experience.
Yeah.
Well, it also depends on like companies, because I feel like a big hiring process just to whittle people down is must-have degree.
I wouldn't want to work for them.
Just saying.
If you're gonna boil me down to the fact that I went to school, but I can still do your job, you're clearly judging me based on characteristics that I don't want to be judged on.
That was a big thing when I was looking for work at like just for video content creation jobs, like filming the video and then being able to edit. Basically, they want somebody that can do everything, the entire thing, film it, do sound, and edit the whole thing, start to finish, and do like animations or whatever on top of it, which I can only do because I specifically branched out my degree. They say you need degree and 5 years of experience, which you just lie about.
Reverse centaur from Slimus.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Why does it have feet? Oh, it's got the human feet and the horse. I don't like that.
I don't mean to be weird, but is that my legs? It kind of looks like me. Just a scooch. I think I might have a slightly bigger butt.
Yeah, that's almost a reverse.
American guy, an Aussie guy, an Aussie girl.
Yeah, you guys aren't real.
I'm not Aussie. This is an Aussie. We gotta go to Bendigo, Morty. Gotta get me green cube.
Are you in stock image on Google? I might be. I've had people take pictures of my legs.
For money, I hope.
I don't know.
There was a transaction involved. Wasn't specifically money.
Do Australians don't get told they have South African accents?
No,
they?
nobody cares about South Africa. Which is why you guys
I'm
are
just
saying you have
wondering.
Australian accents, because nobody listens to you.
But
people.
I'm sure Australians must get irritated when they think
This is egregious.
You do not have a typical South African accent.
Do Australians get
You
annoyed
don't.
when people think we have Australian accents? Because I'm sure it's Australians that don't sound Australian.
Well, 160, read that.
Oh.
To be fair, I thought Reese first day was
Oh.
Aussie, and he's an Aussie.
You, Jason, and Rickus, and Tank all didn't really have typical South African
Because
accents.
you got used to us.
No.
We have English-speaking South African accents.
No, there are English-speaking South African accents that are still heavier than what you guys have.
Not that we're brought up in English households.
Yes, but I'm saying the public perception accents.
There's like a vast variety of accents. I was brought up in an English household. Spoke English my whole life. I have a specific accent. And then there are children brought up with a lot more Afrikaans, but speak English, have a different accent. It kind of depends what culture you grew up in.
Adrianus.
Wat jou naam is? Mijn naam is Adrianus en de neighbors gaan dit.
Oh, it's an awful song. The lyrics, depending on the part of Australia, it can be very close. I feel that.
Or maybe is that because of the sheer amount of South Africans that live in Australia?
Do you say Tuesday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We say
Yeah.
Tuesday.
No, you're saying something different than her.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes,
No,
you have a T.
I never accent the T on
There's
Tuesday.
a T in it.
I don't accent
Tuesday!
Tuesday.
unless I'm like specifically trying to read it as Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
But if I'm just speaking normally, it's Tuesday.
Ask a Canadian to say there's a mouse in the house, get it out.
A mouse in the house, get it out? I don't know, I'm not.
I want to know what that sounds like.
It's
No.
Tuesday, isn't it,
Moose in
love?
the hoose,
Time
get
to,
it
Tuesday,
out.
innit?
time to go have some fish and chips at the
Pub, yeah.
I mean, they do have fish and chips in South Africa.
Yeah.
Because chips are French fries there.
No,
Yeah.
we have slop chips.
Oh,
Chips.
slop chips. Heck yeah.
I don't like slop chips.
They range wildly depending on where you get them
What
from.
I've had, I don't like.
Yeah, there is some
It's just
straight
soggy
up
French fries, man.
exactly. There's some straight up garbage out there, but you get the nice crisp ones that are like laced properly with spices and think more.
And you have proper slop chips. Like
Think
brewers.
I'm thinking like, you know how Rockamama's fries are different from other fries?
Yeah, were those proper slop chips?
No, those were like fries.
Yeah.
But like think of that like scaled up.
Okay.
It's like thick fries, but they're floppy. They're floppy.
They're soggy fries, more
They're
or
not
less.
soggy. They're not soggy.
When
they're
you
floppy.
when you get them anywhere, they're usually soggy.
They're not supposed to be soggy.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be super soft and floppy, and they are fried. And then you're supposed to soak them in vinegar.
I told there was a beer helmet today. No, there was a lemon juice helmet, Zach.
It was zesty as all heck.
Do you say Z or Z? Z. Trident Z RGB. NZXG.
That's still.
Said.
NZXT.
But you're American.
ZTT for Zach Steckturf. I picked it up. I picked up a lot. And, like, I have no problem changing my lingo to just fit into the culture. Because, I mean, why would I move to a country and not fit in?
Like, it hits my ears wrong hearing it with an American accent.
Yeah.
And not hearing the Z.
Yeah.
Still got the taste in your mouth? No, it's gone now after the water.
I still say robot. I still say now. Is it?
Is it, bruh?
How's it?
Oh, I said.
Shine.
Shame. Oh,
Shame.
shame.
Shine. Ne?
I hate that one. My brother uses that in everyday conversation. And like,
You hate it, ne?
he does it like, it's just a thing. It's part of his language
Yeah.
now. And every time he does it, I just go, nah, nah. I
what
can't
else?
handle it.
What else do I say? That I picked up?
Lekker man,
Ach,
lekker.
lekker.
I'll still say tomato sauce.
That's true.
I do say tomato.
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 Would you like some tomato sauce for your chips? Someone said I need to try Flings chips.
Can I get a quick fan mail recap? Yes.
Somebody explain to me what flings taste like.
So we got a pizza gummy. We got spicy Skittles. Reese got the
Party helmet.
lemon helmet. Catelyn got the best kazoo we've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the best cereal of all time.
Blue kazoo.
Poop like a champion. High fiber cereal.
You're gonna
Ultra fiber
be
cereal. Excuse me.
super poopy.
Potatoes May Cry gifting a tier 1 sub. Woo! Thank you. Thank you so much, Potatoes May Cry.
Spicy Skittles, what in the world?
They're good.
They're good. They're
Yeah.
real
juicy.
good.
Like they've got that like intense Skittles flavor and then a slow like cinnamony burn that creeps up. I love it.
That is what we got from Fan Mail Friday.
So
We're
much
excited for
subs.
what we're gonna get next week.
Sanamoose gifting another sub.
Sanamu's gifting a sub. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonny boy. Sounds like fun. It was. It was a lot of fun.
I love it. I'm going to use that party hat this weekend.
And in 9 minutes, we're gonna be starting our next PC build
Indeed.
because you guys have work to finish.
Yes.
Indeed.
Technically, streaming the PC build is work.
Indeed. Just checking what I got there.
A competitor. Sanamu's was the OG.
Oof, I have to do my username to have the same in Reddit. It was a lot of fun, Zach. Hey!
100 biddies from Zach, and that's the start of a hype train. Catelyn, would you be so kind?
Hi.
And can you use your kazoo as a train whistle? All right, 100 biddies from 160. We're at 75%. Thank you, everybody. We were at 69%.
We were at 69.
Thank you all so much for starting a hype train.
I saw that nice percentage.
I had 69 karma this morning, and I totally started my Reddit account on April 20th. I remember doing it on the 20th, but for some reason, my account registers as the 19th.
Oh, no.
And so I took a screenshot of 69 karma on April 19th.
Ah, so close. The quality and volume on that kazoo is crazy. Agreed.
Oh, Potatoes May Cry gifting another tier 1 sub, and Zach's Tech Turf with another 100 biddies.
Thank you, thank you.
Gotta imagine how much Twitch loves to see people like us go back and forth on bits, quietly collecting their cut. Yes. They're doing good.
100%.
Did you just leave because it's the hype train? Is this like a me and Reese only activity?
We need to get Catelyn a...
Oh, we didn't buy her a hat. Damn. I guess I intentionally sexism. Unintentionally sexism, sorry.
What do flings taste like? Flings are actually chicken flavor.
No, explain to
What
me
are
what
flings?
flings taste like because they're not chicken.
What is
flavored.
I
flings
know.
at all? What are flings?
Like, you know those like cheese puff,
You've never had
cheese
flings?
curls
No.
kind of thing?
No.
Like the puffy...
You've had cheese curls.
No. What are cheese curls?
The big boy fluffy Cheetos?
Okay, yeah, Cheetos.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have like different Cheetos. You have like ones that are more like knickknacks and ones that are more like cheese puffs.
Okay.
So you know the big puffy ones?
Yeah, yeah.
They're like that, but they're yellow
Uh-huh.
and they're coated in a flavor.
Uh-huh.
They say it's chicken.
Uh-huh.
It's not chicken.
Okay.
It's as close to chicken is as chicken ramen is. Just imagine
Okay.
Cheetos covered in chicken ramen spice instead.
We're at a level 2 hype train, by the way.
Somebody to explain to me what flings taste like because I don't know what the fling flavor is.
Never even heard of flings. So it's a
They're so
snack.
good though. I'm
It's chips.
sure
Okay.
they
Cheetos.
Basically, like
Yes.
they're like the puffy Cheetos, but then
I think they're coated in cocaine or something.
Yeah.
Because once you start, you can't stop.
you get the same Cheeto hands.
I'm tempted to send you guys the giant tub of cheese balls from the hardware store now. There's nothing stopping you, to be quite honest. If that's what you want to send for Fan Mail Friday, that's what you want to send for Fan Mail Friday, friend.
I just joined what you guys talking about. Snacks. Weird snacks from South Africa.
Potatoes McCrack gifting 10 tier 1 subs.
Come on.
This. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ooh. Dang.
Woo! Woo! That's a lot of subs. Level 2 complete.
A little bit of MSG. A little bit of MSG.
It's probably exclusively MSG. That's why it tastes like chicken.
Oh, yeah. In things.
Yeah.
57% of a level 4 hot trim.
I know they're like baked, not fried, and no added MSG, but I don't believe any of that.
Not added MSG. Just
It
existed
just
MSG.
is MSG.
MSG.
They're so good, though. Kind of want some now.
The circle clap is real. That was a triangular clap, friend. We don't have enough people to make a circle.
Like a circle.
I can make a circle on my own.
Woo!
Oh, 200 biddies from 160. Thank you for the biddies, friend.
Heck yeah.
Serious question. Are there more fruit snacks or are they now all depleted?
There's still some.
Hey, I've cut back on the past few days because I keep getting headaches.
Yeah, he eats so many gummies that he just like...
I get a sugar headache.
Are you sure it's not a dehydration headache?
No, it's definitely a sugar headache. I drink a lot of water. Potatoes May Cry gifting another 3! What are you doing?
Oh, we're doing this again?
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't want to get hit in the head.
Choo-choo! It has happened before.
Definitely a sugar headache.
Dr. Brett.
Yeah, no, I get headaches when I eat too much sugar. I drink a lot of water, so it's definitely not dehydration. And I intentionally drink water to try to combat it to see if that's it, and it doesn't do anything.
It's just sugar water at that point.
It might be diabetes.
Diabetes. Level 5, there we go.
Are you a hydro homie? No, Reddit culture's stupid.
What's a hydro homie?
There's a subreddit called Hydro Homies where it's just about drinking water.
You drink so much water until, like, you flush your system from all the nutrients you need.
Like, I only drink water normally. That is my base drink.
Yeah.
I will drink soda. I have no problem drinking soda.
Okay, but do they
I
drink...
don't go out and buy soda and bring it home.
Yes.
But if I'm, like, eating a meal, I'll
If
get
the
soda.
meal comes with, like, a soda, then that's fine. Go ahead.
Do they drink elitist water, though?
Oh.
I don't even know what that is.
Elitist water. I think it's diamond water
Oh my.
or something.
No, I'm sure that's on there.
Because it's filtrated with a real
I'm
diamond.
sure that's on there. I think they try to be more inclusive where you have to drink normal water and like it's okay. Any type of water is better than that garbage soda. But it's mostly a subreddit filled with 15-year-olds.
That sounds like my kind of place. I get dumb humor.
I get it. I would never participate in it. So therefore, no, I'm not a hydro homie. I'm aware of the movement, and I'm not part of it. Drink water when you're thirsty, your body ain't dumb. Yes, but some people have trained their thirst cue to mean other things. Recognizing your thirst cue is actually a first step for a lot of people, because some people have replaced that with feeling sleepy or feeling hungry. They can't actually define what thirst is.
Really?
Yes.
I can't tell if I'm hungry or depressed. Which is
feel like
actually a
that's more normal.
problem.
Do you drink carbonated water in South Africa? Some people do. It's
I don't
gross.
like it.
It's gross.
The worst is when you don't think it's carbonated water. Like, I remember
Can't stand it.
I picked up one from the Spar that I didn't realize was carbonated, and I opened it in your car after like swinging it as I'm walking, and it just went everywhere. Free kidney stones. There we go.
Potatoes May Cry gifting another 3 tier 1 subs. Here, Kathleen, you do the high-fiving if you're afraid to getting hit.
$16 subs. Level 73 on a level, or 73% on a level 5 hype train.
So close. So close to hitting that 100%. I love this train whistle.
Sometimes I get a hunger feeling after eating a big meal, just dehydrated is all.
Mm.
I didn't know there was like...
Yeah, improper cues is like a thing.
I really had no idea.
Yeah.
Huh. Hype train.
You're not making yourself bankrupt for this, are you? Potatoes May Cry? Hopefully not.
I hope not. I really hope not. The South African language is just a weird mix of Dutch and English. I mean, like the general English has incorporated so many like Afrikaans and Zulu words just into normal culture.
Yeah.
That
Meat Whip gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Hot news.
Hey.
Yo. Level 5 complete. Woo!
Tado also says Dutch is a trashed version of German.
And English is a weird mix of Latin and German. Yeah.
And then Afrikaans is a trash version of Dutch.
Yes.
So it's like double trash.
I'm about to get started on your next fan mail thing. Wish me luck. I'll need it. Do it, Sonamoose.
Do it.
Get all the luck.
Hey.
Don't worry about Potatoes May Cry. Okay? You got to worry about those potatoes and how much they going to start weeping.
He's got the potato research budget.
Got it. Got to murder all potatoes. See if they cry. Did they weep for their own kinsmen?
Do they?
Why would they?
Would they sing songs?
If they see mashed potatoes, does that give them emotion? Hype train! Finished!
Hey.
And it's time to start the build.
Heck yeah.
Thank you all so much. Level 5 complete.
Heck.
You guys
Thanks.
have fun too.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
You good?
Heyo! Alright, let me get everything set up and we will start streaming the thing now.
Cheers, y'all.
Streaming thing?
Streaming the thing. I would just will, if you could help me with the stream deck, please, cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Thanks, friend. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, can you get rid of the fan mail Friday thing? Actually,
No,
I
you got
don't.
two different
UG2.
things. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we're good. This is it. We're good. We'll be fine.
Okay. Mute.